yeah, that seems like it might have worked.
Woohoo!
So maybe we'll I came in from George's channel. Okay, it looks like maybe we're all on now. So that's great.
Yay, all right. So for those of you that are new, we just are going to go put an item up. We're going to, as soon as the first bid comes up, we're going to play a song that's about a minute. When the minute is over, we're going to ask you if you're in or out. Please let us know if you're out. We'll try to catch everybody's bid. Sometimes we can't, but this is an auction, so we run it auction style. We'll do as many lots as we can. The quicker you bid, the more lots you'll see tonight. You'll see the email address if you need an email address, if you need to get a hold of us, because George is not familiar with my Facebook crowd. I'm not really familiar with his. Let us know if you need our email addresses and we will post them for you. I don't know what else to say except for I hope everyone has a wonderful night. If you have any questions, let us know. Hello, Susan Perry.
I'm actually going to ask you a question or two,
Yes.
just because I think these are things that people who watch me, it's a little different. So there is not a just in case.
No.
The way that you do it, which is the way I do it, is you let people bid auction style, and when it gets to the last two, it's down to them, and whoever is the high bidder ends up getting the piece.
Yes.
Pretty straightforward.
Yes.
So,
okay.
No just in case. It's just, you know, bid what you are willing to pay for the item, and when it gets up to the end, well, then we'll call bid end and we'll move on to the next thing. As far as my email address, it's theantiquenomad@gmail.com. And even if you're my best friend and live right next door to me, I want you to please send me an email if you are the high bidder on any of my things, because I will be shipping them from here in Kentucky. And I think you're taking yours back to Michigan.
Yes, yes.
So they are shipping from different places. It won't make a big difference in the fee, but we are sending separately. So if you win mine, send me an email. If you win hers, send her an email. If you win both, send us both an email.
And emails are easy. George the Antique Nomad.
Yep, the
Rosie's Auction House.
Gmail, Rosie's Auction House.
At gmail.com.
Yes.
All right, let's get started here. We have a lot of Fenton tonight. We have a lot of beautiful glass and
some other stuff.
Some other stuff. Yes. All right. So I am just going to say, oops, we're going to be bouncing up and down. That's okay. Choice. And you're going to get either one of those lovely tumblers. Let's see. There we are. Let me move it over. All right. So here we go. And you're going to see me say choice and George say choice, but that's okay. Just ignore that for a while. Okay, choice. Start it out wherever you want to start it out. I'm going to show you the first one, and here it is right here. This is a Moser glass tumbler, and you can see it's all painted. It's beautiful, or a goblet, whatever you want to call it. But it's beautiful. It's adorned with golden paint. It's lovely. And our second choice is this beautiful Niagara Falls tumbler. From the looks of this, it's early 1900s. It's just gorgeous. It's maybe even earlier than that, and it's got a diamond pattern. So all you have to do is bid once, and we'll start the music. Lots of people are waiting on George's channel. It says it's working. All right, I'm going to go in and come out. You guys stay right there, okay? You guys just stay right there, and we're going to go in and out. But we're not going anywhere, so just stay right there. All right, hang on. All right, so here we go. We're going to try it again. Number one is choice. Hi, Amy. So here we go. This is the first choice. This is the beautiful Niagara Falls. It's a tumbler. Look at the graphics on that. I love that one. And it's got like a diamond pattern to the glass or a dot pattern. It's gorgeous. And this one, this was in an estate out of Cleveland, and you can see he's got a price tag on there of $85. It's Moser glass, and it is beautiful. They're both gorgeous, and let's start the sale out, start them out wherever you want to start them out. Hi, Diane. Hi, Judy.
And it is working. Great. Good to know. And by the way, folks, that is definitely a piece of Moser. And the reason that we know is because the top is beveled not just flat, but also on the inside and the outside. That was something that they did exclusively to avoid chipping. And so that is a way you can identify a Moser piece. So that is definitely real.
All right, music. Now I will adjust the music the first time around. I don't want it too loud, but it gives us a little bit of the sale and gives us a little timing. $5 with Debbie Swift, as we call her around here. You'll get your choice. We'll sell at least one. Good evening, Nancy Smith.
Hello, Diana.
All right, Amy is at 15 for choice. I really am partial to the Niagara Falls one. I think the graphics are beautiful on this.
Great color, too.
Yes. One is blue and the other one is kind of like
it's cranberry.
It's cranberry, yeah. All right, $15 with Amy. We'll get choice with the option. They are beautiful. Moser one had a price tag of $85 back in the day. These are from a gentleman who is, oh, okay. All right. You know what? We're on camera too. We are. We're on that camera. All right. You've been to Niagara? Yeah. That's why we're so fuzzy and we look so good. We were talking about the glow around us.
The beauty filter, yes.
All right. Okay, so we're going to do a last chance. And let's see here. So get your bids in. All right. I'm going to go up and look. Amy is at 15. All in, all done. And I'm going to go ahead and sell it for 15. So, Amy, 1 or 2? 1 or 2? I'll let them both go. They're here to sell. Just let us know.
Hi, Marty Smith. And hi, Shirley. We did notice you were just trying to deal with some technical issues on our end. And thank you, Zeno, for the redirect. We're not sure why it didn't just pop up, but we're glad to have all of you folks here.
So let us know. Right there for the music.
Okay.
I am a little techie. Niagara. Okay, we have the other one to our backup. Our backup bidder was, I think, Debbie. Debbie Looney, would you like one? If you want the Moser one, you can have it. If not, we'll go ahead and offer it up. That is for 15. All right. Anybody want that one? It's up for grabs. If you want it, it's up for grabs, and you can just claim it. And we're going to move on. Okay. What you got, George?
Okay. Well, let's start off. I brought some Fenton tonight, folks, and let's see, where is our camera? There it is. Okay, well, I'm on one and you can see me there, and then I will put these up because these are our choices. We have the very pretty peacock blue in the buttons and bows, and this one is the button bows with cat, but this one, as you'll see coming around, is a really nice lavender carnival glass from the 1980s. And we are going to start these out at choice and start at $10 each. So $10 choice, and we have the peacock blue or the lavender with the carnival glass. And I can show you this iridescence a little better if I get that up in front for you. You're going to have a better look at that.
I got you, Willie Joe.
And I really like the iridescence on this because it really softens up that color. And then this one's just a nice, really strong blue. I have to say that's the color I have in my house and a lot of my decorating because it just seems like it goes along with a lot of different things. So, okay, we're at $10, our opening bid with Vilma. And we're going to try playing the music for a minute here, and that'll be our countdown music. So we'll let you folks look at this. Let us know if you're getting that. We've got about 3 of you at 10. I think that one of you will have to step another. No, Amy, we're not doing numbers. We're just doing item by item, and we'll write down the winners when we're done. So it's going to be choice. The high bidder will get their choice of one or both at the high bid. And then if there is anything left, then the other one will go to the backup bidder if they're interested. So
this is like a Jamestown blue, and this one is definitely an irid lilac. It's beautiful.
yeah, I do like the lilac. That's a different color for them. Sarah's at $14. And so, yeah, I always, you know, they did so many variations on the shoes. I just got a big collection of them the other day, and there's the cats, and there's button and bows, and there's hobnail, and there's the sculpted ones. I have a few that are decorated with glass fritz, so we might bring those up in a little bit. Vilna's at 15, and she's our current high bidder. Julie at 16. So thank you for your interest in these. I think they're really great. I mean, they made just about every color under the rainbow. I think every color they ever made, they made a shoe in. So there is a nice variety to choose from. And Julie's our current high bidder, and we are going to give just a moment to see if anyone else comes in. Otherwise, we will go ahead and count this one down. Les is at $17, and thank you. They are both pretty, Miss Wildlife. I agree. So Les at 17 is our high bidder. So Julie and Vilna, if you are, now it's streaming on both live streams. Well, we'll just get them everywhere, won't we? Don't know how we do it, but it managed. So we have two of you at 18. So we'll just and Les at 19. And Les, just to let you know, I sent you something and it came back to me today. I think I sent it to your new address. I probably shouldn't have sent it to your old, so I'll get in touch with you about that tomorrow. Janet is at $20 and is our current high bidder. And I think that it's between Janet and Vilma for choice on these. 20 for Janet, 21 for Vilma now. And you are our high bidder. And we're just waiting to see if anyone else is still in at this point. And then Janet at 22 is our high bidder. So we've got 3 folks who are looking at these. And
oh, Denise, you better be in live chat, not top chat.
yeah, hi Denise. We appreciate it, but you're a little behind. We're at $23 now, and going from there. So.
All right, just let us know if you're out, guys. 23 with Velma. Janet and Julie, let us know. Denise Carter's in at 25.
And I think both of these are 1980s, if I'm not mistaken. I'll take a look at the blue one while you take a look at that one. This blue one is going to have a little number 8 under it. So yes, this is 1980s. Your eyes are better than mine. And that one is going to be,
like a 0?
That's going to be a 0. So that one's right about 2000, the carnival one. They did a few variations at that point. Denise at 28 is our current high bidder.
Okay.
So it's down to Denise and Vilna. And
let us know. Bidder will get choice.
Yes. Yeah, and these just came to me this week. Yeah, the lilac really is a pretty color. Good evening. Nice to have you. Unfortunately, we don't know always who the Facebook users are, so if you end up being the high bidder on Facebook, do identify yourself. And we're at $30 choice on these now. So we are just going to leave it up to the
Vilma, just let us know, Vilma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're going to go as quick as we can. We got a lot of, you can't believe how much glass is in this house.
We actually brought a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's really fun. I walked in here and I'm like, wow, this place is appointed really nicely. And then I realized, oh, it's all her merchandise.
31. I want to change that camera. Should I try it?
Well, maybe between we can turn it sideways or something, so we'll get a little better.
Well, it's here.
Is out. Oh, that's right.
It's on a 20-year-old PC.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
All right. I think we're all. Everybody's out. I don't want to miss you.
Out. So Vilma, it is your choice. The lavender or the deep blue or both. And I'm going to make a note of Vilma Brady. And Vilma, I think we did get your other piece to you. We got your address figured out, so I think I've got that for you. And I'm just writing down the amount.
Yeah, I'm the wrong camera, Zeno. I'm going to try to switch it. Jim and Wanda. Hi, Jim. Vilma, which one? I know she's going to take the purple one.
I have a feeling. Let me see if we can do something about just the overheads without messing up our light in general. Now those we like, I think it's this one. There we go. Is that all right?
I'm switching cameras here. There we go.
Okay.
See, it takes us a while. We had
Now
kind
we're
of
on
a
the webcam, so now we're on the.
yes.
There
Now
we go. Yay! That should be a better picture for you all.
that should be
too.
a better picture. Okay, blue. Oh, blue.
Blue. Okay, very good.
Velma takes the blue.
Thank you, Vilna. And who was our backup?
Let's go back up and see here. Denise Carter. Denise Carter, you want the lavender one?
Let us know, Denise. And
I'm sure Denise is going to take that lavender one, but
okay.
I was sure Velma was going to take the blue or the purple. So who knows? All right.
Yeah,
yes, Denise Carter, and I have her information too if you need it. But Denise, Antique Nomad.
Yep, the Antique Nomad at Gmail. Thank you very much, folks.
All right. Yeah, look at now.
Oh, now this is cool.
Okay, so this I brought this because I wanted to ask George about it. It is a Murano lighter, and it's a very old piece, I believe. And I just really like all the
of the gold.
All the gold, yeah. It's really cool. It looks like a pumpkin.
Yeah, it's neat, and it's got controlled bubbles in that pink color, and that is absolutely out of the 50s when that was the giftware to buy.
Okay, so you can start it wherever you want to start it. It's going to sell. It's Murano, and it is a lighter. Okay.
Yeah, it's a cool one. I have to say, if I was a smoker, I'd have to have that. Actually, the funny thing is, though, I sell tons of lighters, and almost none of the people who buy them smoke. They might light a fireplace with it, but it's really more because they want to look at the beautiful glass.
I'm telling you, I'm the same way. I like lighters and ashtrays, and I don't smoke.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Get back in there. Get back in there. All right. Let's go ahead and show you a little closer. We have $20 with Miss Wildlife, $25 with Chira.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see it. You can't see it, Gail. There you go. Look at that. We are literally together tonight.
Together, yes.
It is really pretty. I thought it was old just because of the gold on the lighter. It has that older look.
That older look, not so shiny bright, and also just the shape of the lighter is definitely late 40s, early 50s. Oh, Sarah, good for you. I am so glad that you are trying it again. That's great.
You know, I haven't seen Polly in a few days, and I am a little worried about her. Hi, Wanda Macy. Oops, we got 35. We're going backwards. We can't do that. Chira is in at 35. You have to go the other way. Okay, it's really lovely. I've had it quite a while. It came from that estate that I got out of New York. And that guy had a lot of good Murano glass. Best auction I ever went to, and I didn't even know it at the time.
Uh-huh.
You ever have one of those?
Oh, yeah, where you're like, oh, this is really cool. And then afterwards you're like, wow, I wish I'd bought twice as much. Yeah, that happens once in a while.
Oh.
Usually I have the opposite problem, but sometimes you just think, oh, boy, this has everything I like.
38 with Lori Galloway. 39 with Miss Wildlife. It's a beauty.
Yeah, the chat is strange with the emoji sometimes lately. I don't know what that is, but I've been noticing that too.
Yep. Okay, antiques for you, let us know. We've got 150 people in here, which is like 75 more than I'm used to. So I don't want to miss your bid. So make sure you let us know you're out. Antiques for you, let us know. Miss Wildlife, 46. We must have had a bid in there I missed. 46. Okay, anybody else?
It's between you and Lori Galloway. Oh, and Lori, I've been sending you that invoice, and it doesn't seem like it's getting through. So if you'll send me an email too, I still want to get you your stuff.
Okay, Lori Galloway's in at 49. Okay, Miss Wildlife is out. She was our backup.
Okay, well, that is a beautiful piece, and honestly, that is a very fair price for what it is. So
all right,
that's very cool.
Okay, you're up.
All right, well, I'm going to do another choice again, but this should be an easy choice because it is the same vase in two different color schemes. This is Vasa Marina. And this was very popular in the 1960s. This was something that Fenton did. They wanted to do their more traditional styles, but in some more modern colors. So they started doing this spatter and spangle. And you notice this one has the silver fleck in it. And those are in fall colors. And then this one is the moss green and pink. And so it is your choice of the two Vasa Marina pieces. Let's start those at $20 choice. So $20 is your opening bid, and it is choice for the fall color or the moss green and pink in the Vasa Marina. Back when it was made, the moss green and pink, I think, actually was the most popular at the time, but the other colors that they made are pretty neat too, and now people are really getting into them.
Yes.
We've got a couple of you folks in at 20, and now Sherry at 22, Julie at 30.
You want to grab the bids?
Oh, yes, I will. Thank you very much. Yeah, I realize you're getting stuck having to do all the
Well, this one is autumn mist.
holding.
And you know, when you see the autumn mist, you'll always see the little silver mica flecks, and it's beautiful in the autumn mist. It's just typical of it. And then with this one, and I can't remember what this one is called, but this one has the aventurine green that sparkles like crazy. They're so beautiful.
Yeah, they really are
And
great.
Neither one of them are logoed pieces, so they are vintage, most definitely.
I like
Oops.
the brown.
Sorry about that. I got an old bid up. Now we're back up to date. So Old
All
Stuff
right.
Beth at 37 is our high bidder. Lori, you're at 35. So Beth, and thank you for that information. I actually did not know that about the Vasa Marina pieces. I've always liked them, but it was such a different thing for Fenton that it's not something you run into very often. We've got Julie at 42.
Well, it is very ahead of their time. It's very contemporary for that.
Yeah.
I mean, it fits in today's color schemes and stuff because it's that beautiful piece that's going to stick out in the room. You know what I mean?
Was it ever reproduced? No, this has not been reproduced, actually. It was a hard enough thing to make that they didn't reproduce them, and I don't think anybody, I don't know that anybody would, because it's a little bit, it's a multi-layer process. It was not the easiest thing to do. 45, our
Rose
current high bidder.
Adventure. Yeah, this is Rose.
Oh, thank
Rose
you.
Adventurine.
Rose
Okay.
Adventurine, very good. I knew they had official names, and that was something I didn't know what they were, so that's great. And so Beth is still our high bidder at 45. Lori is at 44. So if you're still in, Lori, let us know, or Julie. Otherwise, we will. We're getting close to selling this one. So we've got Old Stuff Beth is the first position currently. Julie is at 46 now, and Lori at 47. There we go.
Yeah, it's
Thank
a
you,
touch
folks.
screen.
And oh, that's right. I
Yep.
keep thinking I have to move the thing. Yeah, see, you're way more technologically advanced than I am. Ooh, I
My
see.
computers have pictures on it from 205. I don't know. All right, 47, 49. Just make sure you watch the screen. We're on several different platforms today, so you just want to watch the corner of your screen. If you are in chat, you're with your own buddies. So if you're on George's channel, you're with George's group. If you're on a Facebook page, you're on that with those people sitting in the audience. So you want to watch the screen, and you'll see all the bids come together. All right, $49, all in, all done.
Lori's out, and I think that's it. So Beth, if you'll just tell us in the chat if you are interested in the.
Oh, wait, Julie.
Oh.
You gotta,
Julie gets it at 50.
No, she got it at 50 right before the sold came up. Okay.
she's a sniper.
Well, she did well. Well, Julie then. Sorry, that's going to be Julie's choice as to the pink or the fall colors or both. So let us know, and then we will move on and show you some more stuff, because she's got some pretty cute stuff you're going to like in this next round here. So I'm going to just look here for a minute, and
We'll just wait for Julie. Let us know, Julie.
yep.
She takes the fall. Okay, she takes the
Fall
autumn
color.
mist. And
Okay,
that's
wait a
old-
second. No, that's Julie is our winner.
Okay,
Old Stuff Beth is our backup, and she wants the fall if Julie
okay.
takes the other one.
Julie
But
wants
Julie
the fall.
wants the fall.
Okay, sorry, Julie.
Sorry, Beth.
Sorry, Beth.
Okay.
We have the pink one left for the backup.
If anyone's interested in this, let us know. Who was our backup? I
Julie.
know Beth. Beth was. Julie got it. Beth is the backup.
Okay, Beth, would you like the pink one? We'll get it straight.
Beth, you tell Beth.
No thanks on the pink. Sorry about that, Beth.
Okay.
Tell Beth that we have several pieces in the weeks to come, we will be selling
Yeah.
some of that.
Okay, very good.
Okay,
Yeah,
pink
Beth,
and
they said they're
green.
going to have some more. Lori will take the pink and green. Well, thank you very much, folks. Really appreciate that.
All right, so here we go, and this is the next setup. And I don't know some of these pieces, but you're going to just start it out wherever you want to start it out, and it's going to be choice. O-I-C-E. Okay, and here we go. So first of all, we have these little green pixies. I don't know the maker on those.
Oh, those are Gilner. Those are really good.
Those are Gilner?
Mhm.
I have no idea. Then we have these little blue birds, and they're marked Lufton.
Mhm.
Okay, and these two are in good condition that I can see. I don't see anything.
So cool.
And then these
Oh,
little
okay.
smiley faces, they're on the underside of one of the birds. There is a little chip. It's smaller than a gnat's ass. You're not going to even see it. And these are
That's small.
Miss Cutie Pie.
Is that a Michigan expression that my family missed out on? I've never heard that. I love it.
It's an auctioneer expression. Smaller than a gnat's ass. You won't even
Okay.
see it. All right. So all we have to do is choice. You start us out wherever you want. And let's go. Here we go. Anywhere you want to start it out. When I put choice up, I will sell at least one of the items, so you'll get at least one of the pairs. And start us out wherever you want to. And we have 35. Thank you. And here we go. This is going to be for choice.
Lori knows what she's looking at.
So you'll have to tell me about Gilner.
Oh yeah, they were one of the California potteries that made elves, and their bigger stuff is marked, but you really don't see the marks on these little guys. But I like the way they use the leaves for the hats. I thought that was really cute.
They're cute. All right.
You'll
We
see
have
that when they spin around here. The hats are like a bathing cap made of little leaves.
the little birds are very cute, and they have the little corks, and they have, it looks like everything on the bottom that you need to be collectible. They got all the stickers
Yep,
on
they
there.
got the George Lefton signature and ink, which is earlier. Oops.
Did you see what Willie Joe
No.
Definitely a Midwest expression, jigger bite here in the South.
Oh, it's smaller than a jigger bite. I like that one too.
Smaller than a jigger.
So our winner will get choice. You can really hear the music. They're good. Is it too loud, Wildlife?
We've got Lori at 55.
All
is
right.
the high bidder on choice on these. And I can tell you folks know some stuff about this because these actually are the prices these things should be going for. These are all pretty collectible these days. There's so much interest in these fun mid-century pieces. And you know, it really was, oh, Amy at 65, very good. And yeah, it was really a time where people were, you know, the war was over and whimsy was the thing and things were bright and fun and happy, and you can tell by the stuff they made. Ooh.
Never too loud for you. Rah, rah, boom, boom, rah, rah, whatever. All right, 65, Amy Pappas. We have several people. Amy, I got you first. So unless somebody bid ahead of you, you're in at 65. Lori came, oh,
Lori is at
75.
75.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It looks like everybody's out then. So we're going to go ahead and sell it. We're trying to collect all the bids, but we are auctioneers and sometimes we might miss it, but we are doing our best. I think we got it right that time. Lori Galloway, you are the winner at 75. And our backup is?
The guy down below, well, he's there somewhere.
Okay. We'll see what she wants first.
Yeah, we'll start with that and then we'll go from there.
Okay, Lori, you won it.
So you have someone new that just joined,
Oh, that's great.
and her name is.
Birds and Miss Dainty Girls. Okay.
Okay. We got it.
Very cool.
All right, and I don't know who the backup is. If you want to check that for me, George.
Yeah, let me see if I can figure it out. Our backup here.
Miss Wild, or Antiques. Not Antiques for you, but.
Diane, I see if it was before the sold, I see Diane, nope, it was after the sold. So yes, Nick Gurr at 69 was the backup bidder.
Okay.
So Nick, it is.
It's the same price, though. You're going to get them for the same price as the winner, so 75 if you want them. If not, we'll just, it'll be up for grabs. So Lori gets the the bluebirds and the smileys.
That's right.
Okay.
And Nick Gurr, let us know if you're interested in the pixies. Otherwise, we'll figure out what to do with those.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to slide over and get my
Cat White just signed it for you. You can just thank her for coming in and doing it.
Yes, thanks to all the new subscribers. All right. All right. If he doesn't claim it, the little elves are up for grabs. Up for grabs. They're cute. Gilner. Gilner, if not, you can claim it while we move on, as long as you just let us know. It's the first one that wants them.
Not yet, antiques for you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. If you want to just claim them, and we're going to move on.
Okay, well, we've got a couple of birds flying up to take this stand here. There is number one. This is Fenton from the late 70s with the blue coloration and the blue and green. Very popular in late 70s decorating those colors, and that's why they came out with it. And then the other one is a little later in time. This one is one of the natural birds, and you can see the coloration on this. Actually, let me take this one down so you can see this one up close. It has the artist signature painted on the bottom, and they called them the natural birds because they're painted a little more in a naturalistic way, as opposed to this one, which is very cute but has flowers painted on it. So it is your choice. We're going to start those at $20 is the opening bid. So $20 choice on the Fenton birds. I know the natural birds typically sell for about 3 times that, so we figured we'd give you folks a chance at one for a good price. And I just, you know, the birds, I have really learned to enjoy birds being here. I don't know if you noticed here, but we're on a flyway, and with the snowbirds leaving, you probably saw some flocks heading south from here.
Yes.
And we definitely, you know, Audubon, just about an hour up the road here is where he was based when he started all of his botanical studies and everything. Yeah, there's a huge park here, and so the flyway here is just amazing for birds. So
I noticed I heard birds that at home again.
that you don't hear. Yeah, there's a big thing about birds in Kentucky, and a lot of people here collect them. And
So, this one is a realistic bird, and
yes.
it's a D. Frederick. And then this one is the Blue Roses, and this is Francis Burton.
And hopefully I got that up there. 32 is our current high bid. A couple of people are saying they're interested in the pixies. Amy asked first, and then Isabel.
Okay,
Those
well,
are the
Amy
two
gets
that
it
I've
first
seen.
then. Okay, Amy.
So yes, she's going to write you down, Amy, and talk to you about that piece. And let's see here, 34, Sharon Carter, our current high bidder. And uh-oh, did we have somebody in there saying something they shouldn't? Well, okay, 35, 38 for Vilma now is our high bidder at 38. And hopefully we will not have any naughtiness in the chat. Okay, so Vilma is currently our high bidder. Jamie, you're a couple dollars behind at 36. So 38 is the current high bid. If Jamie or Shirley, if you're in, let us know. Otherwise, we will let Vilma have first choice here. And we're just going to wait to find out if the other two folks are out. Oh, Shirley is in at 40, so 40 is our current high bid. And we will wait for that. Okay, Sharon is out. So Jamie, you also bid 40. So Shirley and Jamie, it's down to the two of you folks. And we'll just give you a moment to figure out who the high bidder is going to be.
Jamie Haynes is at 42.
Okay, Vilma's at 41. She's back in. So there's 3 of you folks, and 42 is the current high bid for choice. So. And yes, I do think the birds are really pretty. It's one of the nicer, the style is just really good, I think. Shirley is at 45.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello there. I suspect he's not bidding $1,800 on the birds.
No.
I think he might just be saying hello. So 45 is our current high bid, and that is Shirley Edwards, and we're just waiting to see. We're at last chance for you other folks who were bidding, so let us know. Otherwise, we're going to let Shirley have first pick here in a minute. So. Okay, Jamie's out, and Vilma, we just need to know if you're still in. Oh, Vilma's at 46. Okay, so 46 for choice, so it's down to she and Shirley. Shirley, let us know if you're still there, and it's nice to have all of you folks with us, by the way. We were definitely trying to get things in order at the beginning of the broadcast and make sure it was on both channels, so if we missed anybody out there, I just want to say hello to all of you. It's really great to have so many people, almost 200 in the
I know,
in the group. That's really cool. Thank you very much. And oops.
You got it. It sounds like a real old-time phone.
It does, and there might be a reason that it's ringing. Hang on.
Go ahead. I'll close it out for you. Shirley's at 50. Velma, let us know. And Velma is out. And we're going to go ahead and sell it. And it is sold.
Okay.
And Shirley, you are the winner, and Velma, you are the backup. So Shirley, let us know what you'd like. All right, Shirley, let us know.
Okay, I'll see if we can figure it out.
And Velma will be the backup. Shirley takes the yellow bird, okay. And Velma, which one would you like? Shirley Edwards. Velma, if you'd like the bluebird, you can have that.
Okay. Okay, sounds great.
What do you think, Velma?
Thanks. Sorry about that. We were just talking about, we were trying to work out some things at the beginning, and that was Zeno telling me that we have 2 streams going on my channel if we can kill the first one. And I said, we'll try.
What difference does it make, though?
Because it means that he's now moderating 2 channels at the same time.
Oh, I don't think we better mess with that. I don't see how.
If we.
Oh, see.
How would you know which one's
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're afraid we'll kill the wrong one. Well, he's going to try on his end too.
Okay.
So we may.
Shirley Edwards got the one.
Moderating one. Okay, Shirley's got it. Thank you, Shirley.
And Velma, did you want the blue one? If not, the blue one's up for grabs. All you gotta do is claim the blue one if you want it.
And Vilma says yes. Okay, well, thank you, Vilma. That's great, and we'll get that out to you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Let me make that go away. Ooh, this is a really great piece here.
I don't even know if it'll all fit in here. I'm gonna have to move things back a little bit.
I was gonna say.
Maybe I'll just take her right off of there. Yep.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, she's a beauty, though.
She is gorgeous. Okay, so this is the Lladro, and I am going to go ahead and let you guys start this. Okay, you guys have seen it all week, and here we go. Looks like we're locked up. Can you guys see it? Okay. This is Lladro, and she is M-A-J-A. I don't know how you say that. But you guys have seen her. And so I'm going to go ahead and put her up there. And there she is. She is beautiful, and we have 60. I will tell you, I saw ones like her for $495. But you guys are going to determine the price, and we're going to go. All right, 60, 65. She is 12 inches tall. 65, Isabel. 80, Sharon Carter. She is stunning. There's her face close up.
Yeah, the detail in the hair is really good. And the applied flowers, it's funny because it actually sort of reminds me of a Corday piece because of that. It's just white porcelain. It's beautiful.
Yes, and this woman collected, I call it Corday, but Corday. She collected Corday. And so this would be something that, yes, she had these 2. It is a rare piece. Yeah, it is. And she's beautiful. All right, we have 85 with Isabel. She is gorgeous. You are absolutely right. 90. 90 with TK.
I like the amulet too. You can see the detail in it. Yeah, this one's really nice with the applied flowers. It's a little different than a lot of Lladro pieces. I just really like this one.
All right, $90, 95 with Sharon Carter. Isabel, we see your 95, but we had Sharon in there first. So TK, let us know. Velma, again, watch the screen. You'll see the bids on there. We have 95 with Sharon. Velma is out. What year was she made? I don't really have any idea.
She was made after 1973 from that mark, but that's all I can tell you for sure. I don't think she's in their current production at all. I have not seen this piece available for years, so I think she's retired. Oh, shoot.
$100 with Isabel. 110 with Sharon. Sharon Carter's at 110. Isabel,
okay.
let us know.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Sharon Carter's in at 110. Isabel, let us know.
That's a gorgeous piece for that price.
It sure is. 115 with Isabel.
Another phoned-in bid, yes. Now, that was Zeno telling me that he has eliminated one of the two streams, so you should all only be seeing me on one of my channels.
All right, 115, Isabel.
And we have a Facebook user at 115 TK, but you're going to have to step up just a little bit. 125 with Sharon.
Yeah, because Zeno, you guys are in as administrator, so you can do exactly what I can do on here.
He just figured that out
Yeah.
and did it, and I'm so glad because I couldn't tell him what to do. So.
All right. Yeah, I can't either. My phone looks like it's logged up, but it's not. All right, Isabel's at 130. Someone will get a very scarce piece.
Yes.
Is the bird still up for grabs? Velma, you got the bird. 130, Isabel. So Sharon Carter, let us know. $140, Sharon Carter. Yeah, Zeno's the smart one.
Yes, thank goodness.
140 with Sharon. Oh, me either. I might have Zeno my pants.
Hey, it's going to multiple channels. I think you're doing amazingly.
All right, 140 Sharon. Isabel, let us know. We don't want to miss a bid on a piece like this because you're not probably going to find another one. 150 Isabel.
And TK, you're at 145, so you're just behind the bid.
Zeno saves the day. Go get it. Okay,
It
so
is worth double this amount. It probably is, honestly. I would think this might be a $300 or more piece. You said you were seeing them in the $300 and $400 range.
Yeah.
I think that's legitimate for this piece.
Yeah. $495, I think, was the one or two I saw
Yeah.
on eBay. I don't think that was completed. All right, 160. 170. Just let us know if you're out. And bid quickly, otherwise there's always a chance that I might sell it because we don't see your bids. There's a lot of people in here tonight. We want to thank everybody for joining us.
Yes.
170 Isabel. Okay.
TK out.
180 Sharon. Isabel, we're waiting for you. I think it's between you and Sharon now. It is beautiful. 180 with Sharon. Let us know. You don't know what you're selling next, do you?
I got to figure it out.
180, 190, Isabel. It is very nice. 200, Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter is at 200. Isabel, let us know. Did you mention it's a foot tall?
Big.
So Isabel, okay, we still have active bidding at 210.
I saw it when I was coming out to Drummies where she does her auctions, and I said, "What is that?"
What is that?
I thought it was a real person from a distance. I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
It does seem, and she's actually fairly large. Someone's asking the height. I think she's right around 12 inches tall.
225.
So she's definitely substantial, and she's probably about 10 inches, 9 or 10 inches wide at the base. So.
Okay, 225 with Sharon Isabel. Let us know if you're in or out. We got a lot to sell tonight. Let's move quickly. She is a beauty. It's M-A-G-A. How do they pronounce that? Maja, Maha?
Maya, I think. Maga? I don't know.
I
I'm
don't
not really
either.
sure. Maya. I'm supposed to be learning Spanish, but I'm at like 5-year-old level right now.
C.
Yes.
See.
230 Isabel.
Uno.
Let us know, Sharon. $230 is bid. We're waiting for Sharon. We're down to 2 gals. Oh, nope, we don't want to leave. My little clicker. You're getting me nervous. Sharon Carter's in at 40. 240. $240 with Sharon. Isabel, let us know, in or out. Thank you, Nightbot. We appreciate you giving out our email addresses. That is wonderful of you to do that. 245, Isabel. One site says she was made between 1968 and 1985. Well, thank you. Zeno says, Mega en Espanol. No. Is that, do you know? I don't know what that is.
I think he's saying, so what is Maga in Espanol? Maybe it means
I thought it was Indian. M-A-G. It says she's listed under M-A-G-J-A.
J-A, okay.
But she isn't Indian?
Maja. It sounds like just her name. I'm just not sure.
All right, we're going to go ahead and sell it. So bid quickly. 250 with Sharon. We're going to give you about, we still have active bidding. 255 Isabel.
This is a great piece. I'm not surprised. Maja, yes, or Maya.
This is so exciting. I now have the hiccups.
I'm going to try not to get the hiccups. That could be really inconvenient.
All right, 255 with Isabel. 270 with Sharon Carter. She is a lovely one. Let us know, Isabel. She jumped ya. We'll see if that did the trick. 270 is bid. All in, all done. Yeah, she's got those dreamy eyes, doesn't she? She's imagining something. 280 with Isabel. There she is from the side. 280 Isabel. Sharon, in or out? She is lovely. This came out of an estate from Bellevue, Michigan. They sold their house and everything they owned to get a motorhome and travel the world.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a big life change, but I'm sure they're having fun.
Yes. 285 Sharon Carter.
Everybody I know who was a big collector who moved into a motorhome ended up having to find some really little thing they could collect to put in their motorhome because they just couldn't stand it. I had a gal who started collecting butter pats to hang on the wall because she'd always had big wall plates and then there weren't going to be big walls, so she switched over. Maja from Maya. Okay, very good. A Greek name that means mother. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Les.
300 Sharon Carter. $300 is bid with Sharon Carter. This piece was actually voted on at our 10 at 10 sales. We have 10 at 10 sales on the weekday mornings at Rosie's Auction House. And we put a few things up, and our members wanted me to bring this to the George sale. So I want to thank them for helping me make the decision. 305 Isabel. Sharon, let us know. Boy, this is a battle.
It's a great piece. That's why you don't see a whole lot of really fine pieces like this on live sales, I think. That's very good. Well, maybe on your channel you do, but.
All right. 310. 310 with Sharon. There she is.
Even the hair in the back, it's just nice. The way these are made, it's just really good quality all around. And for those of you folks not bidding, you can kind of stare at her a little more, but look at all the detail. Every strand of hair is defined, which is pretty amazing. I mean, somebody has to hand paint all of that. It is pretty neat.
Alicia says this is exciting. Yeah, you were there, it helped us pick this out, didn't you?
Sharon is at $325.
Okay. I don't like twisting her on this thing.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
325 Sharon Carter. Isabel, let us know. Want to thank both of our bidders. 325 with Sharon. Will it be hand delivered?
Yeah. Well, if someone in Washington buys it, I am headed there, so I guess I could bring it out.
So when you drive like that, and do you go like are you one of these drivers that you just do not stop?
No, I'm actually really bad at not stopping, so it makes it really difficult because I want to stop and my back wants to stop and stretch, and I'm supposed to do that, so I try to stop about every hour briefly. But usually what I do is there'll be a long day's drive and I'll find one place that has a good antique mall in the middle of it, and I'll stop and spend 2 or 3 hours shopping, and then I barrel on in the car.
That, I don't know how you ever get there then.
Well, if I stopped at every one, I never would.
I know. We stop at one and we end up wasting 3 or 4 hours. Okay. Thank you so much, Sharon, for what you did do. Isabel gets it for $330. Thank you, Isabel.
Very, very pretty piece. You will not regret having that for sure. Well, we were looking, it's actually gotten dark outside since we've been here, but we were looking at beautiful fall colors, and I thought it would be nice to bring something that was fall color oriented. So I thought I would give you your choice here. These are not super expensive pieces, but they're fun pieces, and here they are. They are both Fenton. This was in the 60s. We have the choice of the thumbprint compote. Thumbprint is this pattern here that you see. And it's a nice solid orange all the way through. And then this one is amberina in that it is amber at the base and the tip, but the rest of it is a swung vase, and it is a bud vase with the roses. And these are going to start, let's see, the compote is 7 inches tall. The bud vase is about 9.5. And we are going to start these at $18 is the opening bid on these. So $18 choice for either the little swung vase or the orange thumbprint compote. I figured we'd bring you something that was, Chancey Fortenberry, nice to have you with us. And 18 is the opening bid. I figured that we'd give you folks a chance to get a swung vase that doesn't cost $1 million. It's not 1,000,000 feet tall either, but it's a pretty cute one actually. Fenton was doing the swung vases because that's what everybody was doing, but they did their typical traditional patterns like hobnail and roses and things like that. And does that have any cadmium in it, or are those going to glow at all?
Looks like the bottom.
Yeah, I think the bottom a little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit of cadmium glow. You usually get that in some of these Fenton oranges, like around the top there. So that's kind of fun. This Wildlife is at 32, so it's a little glowy, like you just saw. Lori's at 35. Oh, there we go. And yeah, I just think these pieces are neat. I always like the Fenton orange. It's very similar to the Viking orange in that it's a really, really deep color of orange. It's almost like a Jolly Rancher candy orange, and it's just such good quality.
And this has the raised like roses on the bottom, which is so signature Fenton. You'll see lamps done in this, all kinds of stuff done in this. I love this pattern.
Oh,
and this one is the thumbnail or the thumbprint, and you can put your thumb in there, and that's what it looks like.
Okay, so we are between Miss Wildlife and Lori Faramelli, and it looks like it's down to the two of you. Sativa Queen is interested, but you're at 26 and our bid's at 36. So do check the corner of the main screen, because we've got people bidding on a lot of different platforms, so you may be a little behind the bid if you don't look at the main screen, but we'll try to keep you up on the actual bidding that way. And oh, Lorraine, you got the leather tooled purse. I'm so happy. That was a great purse. I found a purse with a horse, one of the leather purses where it's, you know, the
Yeah.
leather.
I love tooling.
Yeah, the leather tooling. Thank you.
I just love it.
I do too. It's just really neat stuff. Hey, Sean, nice to see you here. And so 38 for Old Stuff. Beth, you are our current high bidder. And so everyone else, let us know if you're still in. Miss Wildlife is. She's at 39. And so we will wait to see who our high bidder is, and then we'll give them their choice of one or both of the orange Fenton pieces here. So 39, the current high bid. Beth, let us know if you're still in. And then we will sell these pieces and move on because, boy, she's got some really great stuff. We want to make sure you get to see it all. So, okay, Beth's at 40, Lori is at 40. Beth got in there first. Hi, Debbie from Chicago. Nice to see you. Miss Wildlife is out. So it looks like it's between Beth and Lori, and $40 is the current high bid. Enjoy your steak, Shara. Good to see you. So we are just waiting to see who the high bidder will be, and then we will...
Yep, we're waiting for Lori.
Yes, that's right. Let us know, Lori, if you're still in. Otherwise, we will sell this piece. Sativa Queen comes in at 41, so we have a new person in there. Am I back in Ohio? No, Sean, I'm actually in, I'm in Kentucky, and Heidi has come to visit.
I have come to visit George.
I know, it's so great. I'm so glad. I wish we'd had more time to do stuff, but I'm sure glad we're getting to do this with all of you.
Yeah.
And let's see, so...
Nope, yeah, check the
in.
screen.
Okay, Lori, well, keep looking then. 43 is our current high bid, so it's going to be choice for whoever ends up being the high bidder on this.
Yeah. We got Old Stuff Beth. She was our first 43, so you got to go a little higher.
Yes, that's right. And let us know if you're in, go ahead and make that bid.
Okay. All in, all done. Lori, let us know. We'll give you about 15 more seconds.
Yeah, I know we have to give a moment because of lag, so.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Pammy Whammy in at 45. Wow, all of a sudden a new person heard from. So 45 is now the high bid. Beth's at 46.
I love that. Pammy Whammy.
Yes, I do too. That's such a great name. So Beth, you're at 46. Lori says she's out, so now it's between Beth and Pammy Whammy. So let us know. I think Beth has the current high bid at 46 for choice.
All right. Just waiting for Pam. All these names.
Yes, it's so much fun. Well, it's great to have so many people to keep track of, and thank you all for joining us. I hope you're having fun watching. We have some pretty cool stuff coming up. So
we do.
We did try to bring a real variety, everything from to, yes.
211 peeps in the house.
Great.
Yes. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just saw them like,
that's excellent. Yep, no, I saw that too.
All right, we're going to have to sell it because I don't know where Lori went. Oh, she's out. Okay.
Okay, very good. So I think our bidder is Old Stuff Beth, and if you'll let us know which one you are interested in, we will be happy to make that available to you, and then if we have one left, we'll let our backup know. So Beth, if you'll just let us know real quickly what you are interested in between these two. You want both. Okay, very good. Well, they are both yours, and thank you very, very much. And I'm going to clear these off, and we're going to let Heidi come over because she is, she's trying to decide, but I think she picked the right one. I was going to say yes, so we're going to let her put this up.
All right, here we go. So you guys know that I am friends with Dave Fetty. He is one of my dearest friends, and this is, I brought this because George sold the Cruet the other day. This is Hanging Hearts. This is called a pinched vase. I want to, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go with it.
That's from my collection.
That's from your collection. Do you want to start bid on it?
No, you do what you think.
Okay.
That is from my collection.
Yeah, I'm going to say run and go with it. So let's go ahead, and this is Hanging Hearts, and we'll talk about it.
Yes, and I do not have any Hanging Hearts left, so this might be our only Hanging Hearts piece of the evening. Am I right about that?
I think so.
Yeah.
So this is called a pinched vase, and it's if you look, you'll see that the sides are kind of pinched in. It's got a crimped top. This is from the Barber era, like 75. I think it does say 75. And you see these hanging hearts are Dave Fetty's. This is from John's collection. So here we go, and we will, where'd it go? Oh, up there.
It has a pie crust crimp.
It does.
I love
Yeah, it's a nice tight crimp at the top too. And Christine Smith at 55 is our current high bidder.
So Dave Fetty, when you see the hearts with the tail on them, that is signature hanging hearts from Dave Fetty. And Dave Fetty did so much hanging hearts and was so good at it, they nicknamed him the King of Hearts. Frank Fenton, actually, I think it was Frank that did. It's about 8 inches tall.
And we're at 100.
And this is the turquoise. So indicative of that time period in the 70s. You'll see the Fenton mark on the bottom of it. And this was made by the masters at Fenton. This is as good as it gets, I think.
And this was a big deal too. This was another thing that was a real departure for them. It wasn't really like anything that they were making at that time with this glossing and all the, just really fun and wild all over. Just so you folks know, $100 is the current bid. When it has a letter in front of it, it means it's coming from one of the other sites, and so they're identifying themselves with that letter, but that is the bid. So $100 is the current bid. And now Christine at 125.
All right.
I love like
125 is bid with Christine.
Yeah.
I think I got a different song on there.
I'm actually a little surprised that you're letting that one go, to tell you the truth. It is
Well,
an awfully cool
She
piece.
stole it.
You sold the cruet. I tuned in and I saw the cruet and I'm like, okay, it's fresh in the minds of some of the collectors that are just starting out, that this is a quality piece, because George showed it and I wanted to just bring it, and here we go. It is wonderful. 125 is bid. I'm going to do 145 with Willie Joe. The height is 8 inches. Beautiful turquoise hanging hearts. They also did this in a custard.
Oh, that's right.
All right, 145 Willie.
I have to admit, as much as I like the custard for the glow in the black light, I think this, I like in the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't have both. If they collect
one or the
either
other.
like the custard or they like the blue.
Or they like the blue. Well,
Yeah.
I have to say, I like the blue, and so does Christine at 160, our high bidder.
Gail, I see your 150, but you didn't get in there quick enough. So Willie Joe and Gail let us know 160 is our current bid. And this is a design that you're never going to get any two that are alike.
Right.
They're one of a kind because it's just the nature of how it's made.
And that's why I probably kept that one, was because of how the hearts are and the just how good the piece is.
It's very definite. It's well done.
Gail's at 165. Willie Joe is out. Christine, let us know. We're just waiting for Christine Smith. Just waiting for Christine Smith. 165 with Gail. Christine, let us know. All in, all done.
And yes, Dave Fetty is still alive and well, and he is in a recent video of mine from when we did the Fenton convention, and it was so much fun, and I understand he's going to come back next year. Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
God is willing. Did you post the Dave Fetty video yet?
I think that's part of the one with the other designers. I don't think that's come out yet. So there will be a Dave Fetty video, amongst other people. I showed the one where he was glass blowing, but I didn't do the interview one yet, I don't think.
175 Vegas Viking glass. 180 Gale. Yeah, welcome, Vegas.
Oh yes, Vegas Viking glass likes good glass too.
We have 3 people in at 180, but Gail was our first.
I feel very lucky to know Dave.
Yeah,
to be able to watch him blow glass and to see the artist that he really is.
190
he is
Christine.
Very good.
200 Viking Vegas. 200 even is bid. Christine, let us know. Gail, let us know.
Yeah, it was pretty neat seeing him still blowing glass at age 84 or 5 or whatever he is. That was fun.
Amazing.
Yeah, it really is. Well, you know, when you really love something, I guess it just motivates you to keep going.
Exactly.
205 Gale. Viking Vegas, let us know. 215 with Viking.
We got a war going here, guys.
225 Gale. Gale's in at 225. Now we have Viking Vegas at 240.
Whoever gets that is going to really love it because it is.
Christine, you're lagging, sweetie. You're still lagging, sweetie.
Gale's at 250.
All right.
That's our current high bid.
Yeah, 250 is a high bid.
250 with Gale.
Just waiting to see. Vegas is out, so Christine, just let us know if you're still in.
Christine can catch up.
Christine bid the same, but that means we've got two at 250. Oh, there we go. She's at 265. That's our high bid now.
265 is bid. Gale, let us know. Leah, you're not going to see all the chat. You're going to see it on the screen. You're going to see the bids on the screen. You're only going to see whatever room you're in. That's the comments you're going to see. We're on 6 different platforms today.
Right. That's the reason that it might be confusing if you're trying to follow in the chat. You may not be seeing all the chat, but we're seeing all 6 feeds, and so we promise we'll keep you up to date on what the current high bids are.
270 with Viking. Christine, let us know. 290. Yep, you guys are catching on. You're getting it. 290 with Christine.
Us too. We got it back down to just one of my channels instead of 2 on one channel.
Took us about a half hour, 45 minutes. We got it. All right, 290 with Christine Smith. We're just waiting for Vegas Viking. A bunch of people are watching from Rosie's channel. Yes.
Out for real this time now.
Just
Hi,
joining.
Julie.
Hi.
Well, thanks, Beth. I'm glad that you got to get a couple of things, and we'll see you again later.
Thank you, bidders.
Oh, that is wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful piece.
Congratulations, Christine.
Yes. John is being very game about the fact that his piece is going away. So.
Christine's got quite a few of mine.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the next choices up, and this will be choice again. They're both figural pieces. They're both Fenton. I think I'm mainly doing Fenton tonight just because I had a lot of nice pieces left that I haven't gotten to show before, so this is my chance. So the choice here is 2 figures, and these are going to start at $40. 40 is the opening bid. And the choice is between the hand-painted Santa figure, which is I believe around 1990 in the custard, or this very pretty in the sage green, this hand-painted woman with the beautiful hat and the long hair. And 35 is our initial bid for Sherry. Diane asked, how do we know when it's final warning? What we do, Diana, is when we get to where there's just a couple of bidders left, we'll say, okay, you know, it's down to the last few, and it goes back and forth. Generally, Heidi will drop in last chance when it's really right down to the wire there. So
really, you want to get your bidding done during the music?
That's the easiest way, and then,
that's the fair warning. When the music's over, we try to catch everybody's bid, but sometimes it's difficult.
Alicia's at 45 for choice, but Denise Carter is in 50 now. So $50 is our current high bid for choice between those. That one's got a, well, they both have artist names on them, which I didn't show you, but they both are signed by the artist underneath.
That's Linda Iverson.
And this
one is Ace Black.
Yes, that's right. May I see Santa closer? Certainly. Let me hold that up closer to the screen for you. So there he is. He's got roses painted on him. There's the back. And he's got this beard with the little bit of brown in his beard to give it some texture. And you notice the bottom has just a little bit of coloration too, and there's the mark. So there's Santa up close. And then just for fun, we'll show her up close.
She is a Southern Belle.
Yes. Oh, is that what they called her? Okay, well, that makes sense. She certainly looks like a Southern Belle. At first, I was thinking, well, she could be Christmas like an angel because she's green, but she could be any time of year because she is a Southern Belle. You're right. And there's the signature in there of the painters. So we'll set these here. I'm not really paying attention to the bids, so I better get caught up. It looks like a Diane Robbins at 65 for choice is our current high bidder. Alicia, you're just behind her at 63. I see a couple folks who are in the game here, so we're going to let you get a couple more bids in and just see who is interested. But right now we have Diane at 65. Alicia is right behind at 63. So we're going to give you folks a minute to see if you folks are still in or out, the other bidders, and then we will wind this one down because I see something else really cool. Every time she brings something up, I'm like, oh, well, I want to let you bid on my piece, but I want to see hers. Alicia's out. Okay. So it looks to me like our winner is at $65. Where did she go? She was...
Let's see, 65.
Diane Robbins. Yes, Diane, you get your choice on the Santa or the girl with the hat. Please let us know, and then we'll let the backup bidder have a choice if there is anything left. Okay, so we're just going to wait for.
I don't know which one Diane's going to take. This is gonna stump me, Diane. Which one would you like?
Yeah, they're very different from each other. She would like Santa. Okay, very good. Well, that one is for you, and please do just send me my your email at theantiquenomad@gmail.com. If anyone is interested in the girl with the hat, who was our backup on that?
Alicia Harris.
Alicia. Okay, Alicia, let us know if you're interested in the girl with the hat. And I think I can just watch the comments for that if you want to go ahead with your next bid.
If Alicia doesn't take it, she's up for grabs. Just say you want the Southern Belle.
That's right.
Okay. Is this a set, George? Because to me it looks like it.
Oh, it definitely is. Yes.
All right. So we're going to sell this whole set of Van Briggle.
Thanks, Alicia. I gotcha.
Hi, Babs. How are you? So you're going to get the two candle holders and the vase, and it is Van Briggle, and it is the color is beautiful. I'm going to let you start this, and you're going to get the whole set, so it's for everything. And as you know, Van Briggle is harder and harder to find, and you are getting 3 pieces in this set. Now, if you look at the bottom, there's the hallmark. And it is wonderful. It's kind of a green and a blue. It's like a turquoise combined. I love it. All right, here we go. $75 for the 3-piece set. I changed it because my other one, I lost it for some reason. I don't know what happened.
Those are your 2 go-to ones, so.
I'll try to get the other one.
Yeah, the color is great on that.
Oh, I love that color of blue. The variegation is just really, it always makes it interesting because the glaze takes differently on each piece. So when you have the lighter and the dark blue, it really makes some of the elements pop out. How old is this? That's a good question, Leah.
I was going to ask you anything that you could give us on this set. I do not know very much about Van Briggle at all.
Okay, so it's got the Anna Van Briggle mark. She was the daughter who took over when Van Briggle died, but that was way back in the 20s. There's various marks over the years, and I think this one with the Colorado Springs in script is probably sometime around 1970 approximately. And Van Briggle, of course, has been out of production for a while now, so they have not been producing for some years. And then you see this has all sorts of marks on the bottom, including the artist mark and everything. So I would say right around 50 years old on this set.
126 is bid. 126 with Christine Smith. 130 with Patricia. Patricia's at 130. Christine, let us know. Willie Joe, let us know. I don't know where this set came from. I have no idea. So Patricia's in at 130. Willie Joe, let us know. Willie Joe's in at 135. 135. It's pretty cool to get all 3 pieces together. All right, 135, Willie Joe.
Oh, LaDonna's got the mermaid plate. Yeah, that's a very, very pretty piece in that color.
138 with Christine Smith. So Willie Joe let us know. Patricia let us know. The candlestick's around 7-8 inches, I would say. I like the green. When the light hits it, you wouldn't even see the green unless it's under a light, and then it's just so pretty, the blue and the green together. All right, 140, Willie Joe. All right. Willie Joe is in at 140. Patricia's out. Patty is in at 145. Patty Cannon. 145 is bid. Willie Joe, let us know. 154 with Christine. They come up with the craziest numbers, don't they?
Well, there you know, one more dollar, maybe that'll do it.
154, Christine. Willie Joe is out. Okay, all in, all done. Patty, let us know. 154 is bid. We're going to give you just a few seconds. 156. All right, 156 is bid. That's with Patty. Boy, it gets hard to see all these now. 160, Christine Smith.
Sativa Queen, no, Alicia didn't take the Southern Belle, so let me know if you're interested in her.
Okay. Christine, 160 is bid. And let us know. Christine's at 160, so our backup bidder, Patty, let us know if you're in or out. We don't do just in cases. We try to keep it going. 161, Patty. Christine, let us know. Beautiful set. We've had a few pieces of Van Briggle at the 10 at 10 once in a while, but I've been saving this one.
Yeah, that's a great set. I don't really see it very often anymore. Okay, very good, Sativa Queen. I'll put you down for the Southern Belle.
Okay, and thank you, Patty, for what you did do, and we're going to sell this one. And it is sold to Christine Smith for $166 for the set. Thanks, Christine.
And Sativa Queen, go ahead and send your information to me at the Antique Nomad at Gmail, and we'll get that done for you. Okay. Well, very good. Well, my next piece is a fairly hard piece to find, actually. It's interesting to me because they refer to this as blue Burmese, which is a harder shade of Burmese to get, but to me this one's actually more of a green Burmese.
Lotus mist.
Lotus mist is what they call this. Thank you. I knew they must have had an official name.
The Burmeses, there's so many different ones.
There's so many, and I know you know this a little better than I do. So here it is. It is a hurricane lamp. It is 2 pieces. So this is the top. It's got the artist signature on the inside, and then this is the base, a separate base for it. So the 2 pieces, I'm going to go ahead and start this at $75 will be our initial bid on this. This one measures about 10 inches tall with the base, and originally this ran about 200 when these were new. So it's a really pretty piece. It's all hand painted. We've got Ellen and Chansey at 75, and you know, that's a good question. Does the blue Burmese glow? I don't think the blue glows. I think it's just the custard. Russ Jess Miller is at 120. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And we're going to play a little music while you folks contemplate and bid. We just want to have you all get caught up here because we have bids coming in from various places, but 120 is the current high bid. And yeah, Lotus Mist really is pretty in person, and I think you're getting that green shade in the camera there. It's all hand painted and then fired again so that this will adhere. So it really is a very, very pretty piece. And it looks like Russ is our high bidder at 120, and I see other people interested, but I don't see any other bid. Oh, Diane at 125 is our high bidder now. Yeah, these are really pretty pieces. I tried to save back some things that I hadn't shown before in previous sales, and some really nice stuff, and we have some more to come. So it's just fun to see. And you know, I don't get This is actually the first piece of Lotus Mist. I didn't even know the name of it because I've never had a piece before. And Connie Torres, I see your bid, but we actually have a bid of 125 already. So do check the monitor because we have bids coming in from about 6 different sites, and we want to make sure that we keep you up to date. But 125 is the current bid as shown on the screen. And I think that we're going to let this one go at that price unless anyone else is in. I think our two main folks were Diane and are we stuck? What happened?
Uh-oh.
It just seems like
I'll leave you alone just a minute, George.
I know that's dangerous to do. Let's see. I'm not getting any new comments. So are we still going here?
Yep.
Okay.
Everything looks.
Everything looks fine on that end. Okay, well, I think we have a winner then.
At 125?
I think so, yeah, because I haven't seen anyone else come in. So we're going to go ahead and sell that to Diane.
All right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you very much, Diane.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and put up this Ellie Smith swung vase.
Yes, Zeno does feel her pain, I'm sure.
So I don't think that's going to work that way. So we're just going to set it up here like that.
You need that whole table for that. That's huge.
Yep. So this I had out in Drummies, and I decided that we need a swung vase. Actually, I was talking to you. You talked me into it when
good. I'm glad.
we talked on the phone.
Great color.
Yes. So I said I'll bring a swung vase. So here, this is going to be. Go ahead and you can start it. And I think it's Ellie Smith. That's what I was told.
It is.
And it is a beautiful turquoise. And I don't know where my tape measure is, but here is 11. It's probably 20, 21 inches tall. I don't know. It's somewhere. It's been gone in going back and forth. You know, I think it's in that little envelope with my labels. All right, here we go. 45. And we're gonna play Shiny New Truck because I don't know what happened to their song, but here you go. Click your heels. All right, here we go. 85. Kim Rodriguez. It's really cool. I like how this dips and swings.
I really like the pull on that one. Yeah, the fact that it's different. It's almost like the way gas flames leap out of the fireplace. Yeah, it's great. And that color.
Murder tips on the swung vase. Yes. 90 Miss Wildlife. I liked how it went like this. And the only reason I'm selling this one is because it's got a little more green on it. In my window, I have turquoise and different color. And this was like, okay, if I'm going to give one up, I think I'm going to give this one up. But they're hard to do that. Okay, thank you, Dan. He found it. 24. 2 foot. It's 2 foot tall. 95. Weird 20th century modern whatever. All right.
That last splash of blue water, exactly.
I see your bid at 92, but we have 95.
Now 99. And now 120 with Serena. And you know, these are selling like this. I had 4 swung vases when I went to the Springfield, Ohio show and thought, well, I'll bring 1 or 2 to this sale. They were all gone before I left the show.
That's what you were telling me. That's why I decided to bring one.
Smart idea.
You're like, you sold some that were dear to your heart. So
yes.
I like I can do it too. Anything George can do, I can do.
Well, yes, she can. And some other things too. She's actually a really great singer.
All right. 121. We need a nickname for you. Your name is entirely too long.
Ago 20th century modern.
Ego.
122, Chansey.
122, Chauncey.
I think there's 3 of you around that time. Hello, Teofane. Nice to see you. And yeah, shipping those, well, it can be done, but you need a big tall box and a whole lot of padding.
Oh, is that our Serena?
That's our Serena.
Hi, Serena.
130 was Serena. Isn't it wonderful the people that you meet when you travel? We collected an estate in Minnesota and met Serena and her husband there,
Oh,
and
how
have been
cool.
friends. Well, that have well.
It
that happens.
happens, yeah. I love that about this business. Is yeah, you meet and then you're like, wow,
Like
we really
you
have
and
a lot of
me.
things in common.
Like
Yeah,
you and
exactly.
But that's really true. It's not. What do they say? It's not about the journey. It's about the friends you meet along the way, and that's absolutely true. 1:30 with Serena.
Oh yes, you were half MT'd before. That's right. I have a dealer and started a YouTube channel. Oh, well, good for you. That's great. I'll have to check it out.
Why is there black panels on the screen? Because we have the phone camera turned up vertically so we can get it taller.
Yeah, the phone camera actually was better, and so because it's vertical, it blocks out the other two. So sorry we don't have full screen, but that's a better picture.
Yep. So here we go. We're going to do a last chance, and I have not been able to get the bids. We're at 1:30, and I think that is.
I think that is our last bid.
Yep.
Yep, that was for me.
Okay.
Anyone else in? Because otherwise this one's going to sell.
Okay. And it is sold to Serena. Awesome. Awesome, awesome.
All right.
So
Well,
you got,
that's great.
okay, let me set that up.
Boy, if you like Broyhill Brasilia, you've been finding quite a lot of it. Well, I'll definitely have to watch that because I love Broyhill Brasilia, and
John,
I have not found a piece I can afford in ages. So.
Can you tag Kato? She collects bulldogs.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's wonderful. Well, okay.
I think Kato's too.
I think I saw her, and I'm sure
Yeah.
some other folks might like this too. This
Yeah,
is a Fenton
I think
piece
she's
you
there.
don't see very often. This was a very limited edition in this color, and it is the Bulldog, and that is one heavy chunk of glass. I'm surprised her turntable actually works with that underneath it. I'm going to peel off the store sticker. Well, I'll leave it on. It just says limited because it was a very limited edition. This Bulldog is a hard one to find. I especially, let me hold it up where you can see it first. I especially love the glass eyes. I just think this is so neat. And they made them in a few colors for a fairly brief period of time. This one is number 46 of 125. It has the Rosso label on the bottom, and it was done in 2008.
Fenton made for Rosso.
Yes, that's right.
That's even better.
And so here we go. He is going to start at $100 is the opening bid, because these usually sell for about $250 to $350. Well, he's a bulldog, so he has that bulldog expression on his face. So there are people who specifically are interested in the Fenton Bulldog, so I figured we'd bring him and see if anybody is here. So 110 we have 100 from Debbie of Chicago. Oh. We have Vegas Viking glass at 150, so that's our high bidder. A whole bunch of you bid all at once, so we're going to let you keep looking at it. It really is a neat piece, and it's got an iridescent finish as well over that Delphine blue, so that gives it a little bit of extra shine. I just think it's really neat, and you get a lot of color variation in his head because of the way they finished it, which I think is interesting. Debbie from Chicago's at 170, and that is, oh, Debbie, I had forgotten that you're an animal figure person. That's right, I remember now. Yeah, he is cool. I just, he's just got a great look to him.
Yeah, the detail in the glass is, it's just.
There's just
perfect.
a lot to it, and it's also really heavy. So
It is heavy. They're like door stocks.
yeah, I think it's probably 9 or 10 pounds worth of glass. But the good thing is that we can pack him really well because he's nice and dense, so he'll get there. I see Vegas Viking at 200. I know we've got a couple of their bids near that, but 200 is the current high bid. So you other bidders, if you'll let us know if you're still in, then we will let the bid keep running. Otherwise, we'll wind down here pretty soon. But I'm glad you folks understand what a great piece this is and appreciate it. And
It's
yes, somebody
wonderful.
took his milk bone. That's why he looks a little mad and a little sad. He's got some furrows down, kind of like I'm getting in the middle of my forehead here. And it's, okay, Russ is out. So I think that Debbie from Chicago at 210 is our current high bidder. It is between she and Vegas Viking glasses, best I know, unless someone else is out there. We're going to give Vegas Viking Glass a chance to respond, and if you're still interested, let us know. Otherwise, we're going to sell this piece. So,
210 is bid.
235.
235.
235 now. Okay. And let me write down Bulldog so that I know we get this to the right person once we're at that point. I got the leather purse, and I'm so glad, Lorraine. I am very happy that you got the leather purse and that it came and was in good shape. And it was really cool. And you're in Oklahoma, so a horse purse sounds like the perfect thing. Okay, Debbie from Chicago is out, so it looks like it goes to Vegas Viking Glass at 235, and I thank you very much. It's a wonderful piece, and I'm glad you're getting it. I'm glad I had it for you.
Oh, that is. Okay, we are going to do the Roseville piece.
Oh, this is nice.
And we had some requests for this. I think it's late enough in the game to sell it. We had some people from California that wanted me to put it up in towards the middle. And so here's the bottom. I love this kind of Roseville where it has the texture in it. I think that is so pretty.
That's what I was noticing about that one, is it's so heavily textured. This pattern always was, and you just get that really neat three-dimensional aspect.
It's 13 inches. Now I'm going to check one last time for flaws because pottery is so difficult because they can easily
Yeah, they can get bumped when it's on a high edge, but this looks very clean. I don't see anything.
Yes. Oh, wow.
No cracks, no chips. Yeah, no, that seems very clean.
All right. So we are going to go ahead and start this. I'm gonna let you start it. I just gonna let you start it. I do not know the name of this pattern, but it's beautiful. It is absolutely gorgeous. George is bringing on the big guns. Don't you hate carrying those?
Well, I don't mind one direction.
All right, here we go. We have an opening bid of $125. I appreciate that. Okay. $125. It is a huge piece.
And it will tell you on the bottom exactly how big.
Yes.
That's one great thing about Roseville in this era is it is 12 inches, and it says so right there.
Peony. Okay.
Yes, that's peony.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably from the 30s or 40s.
Yeah, 1930s and 40s. Peony was one of their most popular patterns, actually, and it's a pretty substantial size. This is one of the biggest ones they made in this pattern.
That's so deco-y.
Yeah, it really is. And it's amazing to me how they were able to blend naturalism with deco and have it work. I mean, it's just, they hit it in a way, well, or tried to copy it, it just never quite was the same. 1942, it says, is the initial year, and
Oh, okay.
185. Willie Joe, and 215 for Vegas Viking Glass.
All right. 215 is bid.
Well, you got some really good stuff.
There is some nice stuff here
Is
tonight.
there just a little bit of competition between you and I?
Well, I don't know if I'd say it's competition. It was more like, oh, Rosie's coming. Well, I still always call you Rosie. Heidi's coming. I've got to step up my game was more the way I thought about it.
See, I'm not that way. I'm like, I got to do something. I got to put up a good front with George. He's the nomad. All right. Here we go. 215, I think we are all done. Let me go up and see. 215. Willie Joe, did you say you were out?
I don't think they said.
I don't see where she says she's out yet.
215 is bid. We're waiting for Willie Joe.
She's out.
Okay.
All right. It's just always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And it's so nice to see so many new faces.
Yeah.
Glass.
And it's really nice to see, too, I have to say, I've been looking forward to doing this because I know the folks who come when we do these together, you folks understand good stuff and you buy good stuff. And it really is great because it motivates us to bring better stuff. So we really appreciate that. This next piece is a pretty great good stuff thing. It is an epergne. It is Fenton. I know I'm doing Fenton tonight. I realized that thankfully Heidi's shaking it up with some other things. I thought about it, but I just had some really good pieces of Fenton left that I wanted to show, and this is one of them.
Okay.
And here it is.
There we go.
And here it is with a black light once I figure out how to turn this little puppy on. which is probably just a twist, or, boy, I really am not mechanical. There we go. How easy was that? Okay, so here it is under a black light. You can see the glow. This is Burmese. It is probably the most expensive epergne that they made, and it's not going to be super cheap tonight, folks. I do have to start this at a whopping $250. So if anyone is interested in it, $250 is the opening bid.
You know what
I
is
know
really
that.
different about this? Now let me.
Yeah, you tell me. You've seen more of
I
these.
want them to tell me. These horns are ribbed.
Right. They have texture. I thought that was unusual too. I haven't seen that with this piece before. We'll show you that up close so you can see. There's the ribbing. And I'm showing you with the black light. Maybe if I just let you see it, you'll see it better. There we go.
I don't ever recall seeing them ribbed like that.
So there is this. And like I say, we've got 300 bid by Russ Just Miller. Who knows what he's looking at, because that is a very, very, very pretty piece. So I'm glad that somebody, well, I think everyone gets it. It's just a question of, you know, what your budget and tastes are. But it is a beautiful piece, and I'm glad somebody.
Russell, have you ever seen the ribbing on the horns? I'm really curious if anybody has, because I haven't. If I seen it, I didn't pay attention to it. Where's that light again? Oh, here it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Look at this. Oh, holy smoke-a-moly.
I wish I had a dump truck load of money for this. Well, yes, you and me both. You had one before with it. Okay, very good. Good to know, Russ. And well, you might end up with this one, but Tina has bid $350. So, and Tina, by her little avatar, obviously is a Fenton collector. So
she is. She's going to be out your way. I think Tina's in Oregon. You're going to
Oh.
Washington, though.
No, actually, I'm going to Washington, but that's because I'm driving to Portland to do the Rose City Vintage Market, which is the weekend after this. I'm driving out this weekend, and I'll be there in time for the show weekend after this.
You see what Shirley just wrote?
Shirley said I paid over $600. Yeah, this one was originally $595 when it was new. Russ is in at $360. So yeah, this was not an inexpensive piece when it was new, and it's definitely a beautiful glow getter. Yes, just like Sunshine says. So we have Russ and Tina. Russ is at $360. Tina, let us know if you're still in, and we will either keep going or, yep, Tina's in at $375. And I don't blame you. These are really good pieces. I did not put this one in our prior sale because I deliberately wanted to save one pair for this.
You wanted a surprise.
I wanted a surprise, and this was the surprise. So, oh, thank you very much for putting in Rose City Vintage Market. Yes, that is the antique show in Portland, Oregon, and it will be the last show of the year. $400 is our current bid. I need a bigger house. Yeah, well, I understand, Diana. You and me both. Yeah, it'd be beautiful in a curio. It'd be great if you actually had a place where you could feature it and just shine a black light just on this. You don't need to have a case full of black light stuff. If you have one really showy piece in a place, that'll get your point across. $425 for Tina now is the high bidder on this piece. And yeah, this one just made me happy when I saw it. And I figure if it makes me smile, then if it makes me laugh, or it makes me have a contented feeling, then I buy it. That's my rule of thumb. $430 for Russ Just Miller now.
They're not easy to come by.
No, this is the only one I've ever had in this color. And
I always kind of chuckle when people say I need a bigger house, because I know, being a collector and all you guys out there, you're never going to buy a house big enough because you'll always fill it up.
Yeah, well, and then here's the comment, aren't 5 houses enough? So good point. Yes, you're right. Yes, that is true. At some point you have to upgrade your collection. You can't just add another wing. Tina is at $440. Although Carter Reese, the grandson of Reese's Peanut Butter, because he has a Reese's Peanut Butter fortune to spend, he just had a 50,000 square foot collection building built next to his house.
Oh, yeah, he's got all the Reese's Pieces and all that.
That's right. He's got everything he needs. So, okay, Russ is out. So that means, Tina, you are our high bidder and the winner of this piece at $440. I appreciate it very much. And if you will send your information to me at the antiquenomad@gmail.com. I will very carefully put this in a nice box for you.
You take those and I'll bring the other one. You just take.
I don't know that. So I have an epergne too.
Woohoo! This one's really nice also, actually.
Yeah, just totally different styles. And here we go with this one. Yeah, this always worry me. They always worry me. All right. This one, you're going to get the dust with this one too.
Ta-da!
Okay.
Ooh, and this came from a good collection, which I'll just leave there for you to...
Okay, so there we go. This is in, I can't say it, aqua crest. Say that 3 times fast. Aqua crest, aqua crest, aqua crest. I can't say it, but this is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start this one at, what did you start yours at?
I think I had to start mine at 250.
Okay. No, this is not sold. And well, let me tell you about this a little bit. It is a 16.5 5-piece epergne, the Frank Fenton Signature Series. And just to get it going, let's just start it at 2. How's that sound? It is aqua crest, and it is an epergne.
And it's big.
And we'll start it at 2.
Yeah, this is the big size epergne. This is the very biggest where it's got the stem and the holders like this.
Yeah, this one
12 inches
actually
across.
is kind of a reintroduction of the older epergnes, and it is beautiful.
It's about, it looks to be what, about 18 inches,
Yeah, that seems about right.
18 inches tall and 12 inches across at the widest point.
So we'll start it at 200 if you're interested in it. It has, this one has the bowl. It has a little joiner here thing. I don't know what it is. And then it has the 3 horns and the big one in the middle.
This style actually screws right into it.
Right, yeah, where the cap actually screws in. And that's how they did a lot of them in the old days, was it was pieces that you screwed one into another into another.
I think that's why they lasted so long, because they did a good job on it.
Yeah, they're really well made.
Only made in 1 year, and that is 2000. So if you want to start this out at 200, we'll just go with it from there. It is beautiful aqua crest. Aqua crest was popular in the 60s. This is, they reintroduced it for this piece.
One good thing about aqua crest is a lot of different things that go with it.
Yes.
Yeah, they did make some stuff in this color, and this is a nice light blue trim.
So I'm going to measure it from the bowl to the top and make sure they were correct at 16.5. Yep.
I said 18, but it's sitting in it.
I really want to see this piece rigged as the fountain. You know, I've thought about that too. I think if you were able to run something up the back where people didn't see it, then you could have water come out, and it would be a water feature. That would be really kind of a fun thing to see. Yeah, that would be neat. Originally, of course, epergnes were French, and they were to, these actually hung on a tree in the middle of the table, and you poured condiments out of the horns.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that.
Way back when.
All right, is there any interest in this one? Yes, this is a beautiful piece to start it. I wanted to start at 200 just so you move on it a little bit so we could save some time. It is silver crest over the aqua. I don't know what that means. It's aqua crest.
It's aqua crest, so they didn't do the silver at all. It's just an aqua rather than the clear that would have been the silver crest. So it's not clear, it's not blue over clear, it's just a blue trim directly.
All right, last chance if you want it. Start us out. It's a very cool piece. It's a reintroduction of an epergne from an earlier Fenton time, and it's made in 2000, and that's the only year. It is gorgeous. You won't get one for 200. I doubt it. Okay, all in, all done. I'm going to do a last chance. We'll put it back. Let's see here. Give him a chance. We got a big leg.
It's very pretty.
It is pretty.
It is. And if someone out there decides on it later in the broadcast, you are definitely...
Okay, TK, are you bidding 200 and that's a typo? I think you probably are. So I'm going to give you a chance. I don't know who's TK. She's from Facebook.
Okay, we're going to...
Not 1200, it's 200. That's the dash. 200 to start it.
Oh, maybe people thought it was
It's 200. Yeah. Okay. I don't.
No, I think she was talking about another piece. They were having
Okay.
another
they were
conversation.
talking about
So.
it.
Okay, I'm going to take this back then. If you want to start it, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to put it back. If you want to PM me on it later, too. Okay. All right, George, you're up.
Okay, well, I think these two are really pretty pieces too, and these are going to be something that's as beautiful as these pieces that we've been bringing you are. We wanted to bring some things that are available to people who are collecting maybe smaller pieces, and so this is going to be choice, and it is between the coin dot with the ruffles or the melon-shaped vase, both in this very pretty blue that was very popular in the 50s and 60s. Yes, that looks like it's safe. Okay.
Yes, blue overlay.
And I'm going to go ahead and start these off. We're going to start at its choice, and we're going to start at $29 for choice. These are pieces that were very popular in the 1950s and into the 60s. This color really was super popular between about 1964 and 1968. If you remember white makeup and white hose and very pale, and then you'd have bright blue would be the accent. Okay, we've got two folks starting us at 30 for choice. So we're going to let you all get in on that and while you take a look. But yeah, I think these are really neat, and they are very similar variations on the same theme. We have obviously a bright color. We've got $32 here, Willie Joe.
This one is beaded melon.
Beaded melon, yes, and that one is coin spot, right?
Yeah, I get coin dot and coin.
I think dot is when it's. I think this is dot. I think dot is when the dots are clear, and spot is when they're like spots, like the opalescent is the dot rather than the clear. Okay.
On Rosie's, we call these 1,000 eyes because when you look in these little holes, you see 1,000 little eyes looking back at you.
Yes.
I don't know where that came from, but that's what we call it.
I think they're really cool. Denise Carter at 38 is our current high bidder for choice, and now Amy at 45. And yeah, these belong to a friend of mine who I'm selling them for, and I think they're just really wonderful. And I'm very happy that she got them to me just in time for this, actually. And I said, oh, I'm going to be doing a sale, and I'm going to put them in. And they were meant to be here. So Tammy, I see your bid, but we've got a higher bid here. Diane Robbins at $50 for choice is our current high bidder. So she's just a bit ahead of Vilma and Amy here. Okay, we've got Tammy at 55, our current high bid for choice. And yeah, these are very pretty pieces. There's a name for this color of blue, and I should know what it
blue,
is.
This is blue overlay, and this is blue opal.
Right, okay, very good. Yeah, this is overlaid. It's like case glass, so you have a clear, the melon is a clear over this blue cased with milk glass, and then the other one is, like you said. So Amy Pappas, $60 choice. Vilma at $61 for choice is our current high bidder. So we will let you two figure out who's going to have first choice here. And I'm going to put melon, blue, or
65 or 75
in blue. Okay.
Amy's serious. She likes her blues.
This is for choice. Well, these are good pieces. They were very popular in the I think in the late 40s, if I'm not mistaken, is when they started this color, and by the 50s it was a really, really popular part of the line. If you get some of the old Fenton books, they'll show you all of the different colors in the mid-50s. They did a lot of neat stuff in this particular shade. Amy at 75 is our current high bidder. And so if anyone else is in, let us know. Otherwise, we will let Amy have her choice here. So let us know if anyone else is wanting to compete with the $75 bid. Tammy is out, so I think that leaves it to Amy. So I think we'll go ahead and sell this. And Amy, if you'll just let us know which, either or both choice at that price, we will be glad to get these out for you. So I'll write your name down, and we'll wait to hear which one or ones you would like to have. They're both really different from each other, so who knows? Maybe they could go on different ends of the mantle or something.
Amy, what happened there?
Oh, something happened. Oh, the sold came up after. Oh boy. I might have messed up stuff here.
Uh,
Vilma's bid came in right
yep.
before you hit sold, so I am so sorry about that, Amy. It is Vilma's choice at 70.
Vilma and Amy's the backup.
And Amy, you will be the backups because your last bid came in right after. So
That
I'm sorry
happens.
about that. It was just faster, you know, with lag and stuff. Sometimes we don't see. So Vilma, let us know, and then Amy will give you the option on the other piece if there's another piece left. So we'll just wait for Vilma to let us know in the chat. Yeah, sorry about that, Amy. It is the way that it's my fault for not seeing the sold after telling everyone to follow the chat. So
Well,
It happens.
it happens.
okay, now I'm really confused because Vilma thinks she lost, but she didn't. So
Vilma, you're the winner,
yeah,
and Amy is the backup. Okay, so
Coming, yay.
did we not put a sold down?
Yes, we did. We did. Rose
Yep.
auction house. So
Yep, there's a sold, Amy.
Velma would be,
Okay, Velma, let us know which one.
when the hammer comes down, it's so.
I've got to plug this in.
and we'll just
Velma's got
wait
slow
for this
internet.
to all catch up. Sorry about that, folks. We will get this figured out in just a moment.
Whoops. Hang on, I got to plug in. So did Velma decide which one?
I haven't heard,
All right.
why is there a sold? Well, the sold was put in because we thought it was because we thought the bidding was through,
Yep.
and that's
We're not infallible. Once a sale, usually once a sale, we miss a bid, but that's okay. I mean, that's what it happens at an auction.
I'm really sorry about that, but it's the way it came up on our screen here, and I'm not. I think there's still confusion.
Okay, Velma, you are the winner, and Amy is the backup. And if we don't hear from Velma pretty
Velma said
quickly.
vase with the dot. So
Okay,
she
wants this one. So Amy, did you want this one?
Yes, and I'm very sorry about the confusion, Amy.
Sometimes we miss bids. I'm a real auctioneer, and I do that at the auction house sometimes. I don't see somebody's hand comes up after I say sold, and that's just the nature of it. We try not to, but
Okay.
okay.
I'm very sorry about that, Amy. If I find another one, I will put it aside for you specifically.
John,
So send me an email.
can you
if
take a
would.
picture of that one, that blue one for
I
Amy?
know we have one at home.
Yeah, Amy, I'm sure that we have one.
I'll take a picture.
John will
of it.
take a picture of it, and if we have one, we will offer it to you.
This
We'll
is
see.
the large Roseville, and I'm pretty
Yep.
sure that we have that.
We'll get you fixed up. Oh, I got unplugged again. Hang on. I just tightened it all up and unplugged again.
Okay, here we go. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, we'll see what we can do to fix you up, Amy.
I'm positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just took a picture, Amy, and they're going to look in their inventory. And if they don't find one, I will. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. I'm trying to tighten that up. Don't monkey too much with it because the battery is. I got to go the other way with it.
Okay. Sorry, folks. We're just making sure this all works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Let go.
I can,
Okay.
All right, I think we got it.
All right. Doing a great job. Yeah, we're
Okay.
trying.
where's
Oh,
your-
here we go.
I was gonna say,
We're gonna put up the fairy lamp.
Ooh.
And so.
we have the original box with this also.
Yep.
Really? Oh, so the original box. So that's a nice thing to have that you rarely see. And look at it glow.
It glows like crazy. I wonder if that'll sit in there. It glows like crazy. It's got a 31 on the tag, and I cannot remember what a 31 is, but it has the original Fenton tag for $119, and of course, custom Burmese is made with real gold. It's a Charlotte Smith. She's still around. We had her at Marriott a couple years ago. She's just a great gal, and this is custard Burmese. And I'm going to go ahead and let you start it. It's trimmed in gold. That's real 22 karat gold. And this is a beauty. So, fairy lamp.
I think that is really pretty. Did you bring the box with
And here we go. 40 bucks. All right. Miss Wildlife is in at 40. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
50 with Kelly Kester.
Yeah, and I think you were telling me you can get the little black light, the battery operated that you can
Yes.
put in these so you can have it glow all the time.
We got a lot of bidding. We took the highest one. 55 Miss Wildlife. 75 Tina.
And I have not been allowed in the refrigerator, so I can't tell you what's in there.
80 Denise.
Oh, I think Miss Wildlife had it
Oh,
first,
Miss
actually.
Wildlife had
After
it
what I
first?
did last time, I want to try to make sure I don't mess up.
Oh,
It's just not wanting to do that.
Miss Wildlife was our first 80 Denise. Okay. It's really pretty. It's a 2-piece fairy lamp, and all the leaves are trimmed in gold, as is the bowl. We have 85 with Tina Davis.
And this one was made as a 2-piece. You can tell by the way the base is done.
Tina Davis is in at 85. Miss Wildlife is out. 85 is bid. So pretty. All right. Tina Davis is in. Denise Carter, let us know. We're going to do a last chance.
Tammy Albritton is at 90.
All righty. $90 with Tammy Albritton. Beautiful Fenton lamp. This one came out of, I think this came from the Cleveland area. No, it came out of, I think it came from Jamie's.
Okay, Tina's out.
All right. Miss Wildlife's in at 91. Yeah, from the man that had dementia. His wife had dementia.
Oh, yes, yes.
Such a beautiful. The guy that had this has been collecting Fenton his whole life, and he sells it. And his wife has dementia.
Yes, I forgot.
And she had such a wonderful smile.
Oh,
I don't know. My mom has dementia too, and
mine too. And sometimes they don't necessarily go to a happy place. Mine seems to be, thankfully.
Yep,
Yeah,
mine too.
Good.
$96, Tammy Albritton.
He was a really nice gentleman.
Yes.
Wow.
Very nice gentleman.
97, Miss Wildlife. And it's amazing because I've been out of you do the live antique shows, and I've been out of that for 20 years probably. But how the community, the collecting community, the vendors watched out for her.
Oh, that's really great.
You know, I
Yeah.
mean, they knew that he was going to have to sell and do the stuff, and so they were taking her to lunch and taking her around and watching out for her
Oh,
and having
that's
the
really
same
cool.
compassion.
Yeah, when we came in and we were talking to him, there was a gal that had a booth across, and she'd taken his wife, and they walked all over the whole thing.
Yeah.
Aw. Oh, that's
That's
really
the kind
neat.
of thing I miss, the community that you have with your
It is
other
really,
dealers.
it is really something. I am just so surprised. People you've never met before will just walk right up and help you with things, and
Mm-hmm.
they all kind of know what it's like, and people watch for you if you have to take a break or use the bathroom or
Yeah.
something. You don't have to worry about your stuff all being gone when you get back. People are very good to each
Yeah,
other in this
it's like a
business.
family because you see the same
It
people
is.
when you travel. And all right, it is sold to Tammy Albritton. Thank you,
It's
Tammy.
also a small world too. Like if you do something bad, you get caught and everybody knows it. So don't do bad things, folks.
Right.
Let me grab something over here.
Okay.
It's
Thanks, Tammy.
it is kind of a tight-knit community.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this little guy out, and we're just going to let this go, and we're going to let you folks tell us what you want to pay for this. So anyone can open the bid at any price. This little piece originally, this is Burmese also. It is painted with dogwoods, and you can see it's got the original $25 Fenton tag on there, so that's what it costs new. New would have been probably 1973, 4, 5, I would say, with that artist signature and that particular logo. And let's see here, we are at 25 with Sherry Race is the current high bidder, but I see we've got some new folks now from there. So looks like we have Denise at 30 is our first one, and yes, it does glow like crazy under a black light once again. That shade of Burmese always does when it's the custard Burmese. Willie Joe at 35, Sherry Reyes at 36.
Don't forget your hat.
Yeah, oh yes, no, I won't forget that. We'll get that up here too. So 36 is our current high bid. I've got a couple people right behind it. This is a small one, but it's got a great upturn, and so it's about 4 inches total height at the top. But I like that it's got this very deep ridged brim as opposed to just sort of a ruffle. Makes it a little more interesting. It is a glower, and Sherry at 41 is now our current high bidder. Denise at 45. Yes,
Was it true Burmese was fashioned after a sunset? Because that kind of has sunset
it
colors.
has sunset colors, but actually I think that the inspiration was the peach blow that Mount Washington had done back in the Victorian time. I think they were more trying to emulate that, and with the bright color. It certainly reminds me of sunset, which is my favorite time of the day. So you probably have some really beautiful ones here. Okay, right. So 46, Sherry is the high bidder. I know Denise was in at 45, so let us know, Denise. Denise is at 48. So whenever I think of Burmese, I think of Florida's invasive species of pythons. Yes, unfortunately, that is a problem down there. I'm kind of curious to see what that'll be like after the hurricane, because they're not used to that. So. All right, it looks like Denise Carter at $50. This is going to be yours, and thank you very much. Let me just make a note that it is the Burmese dogwood vase. And that is for Denise. And Denise, do please go ahead and send me your information so I can get these things out to you at theantiquenomad@gmail.com. And thank you very much. Okay.
Okay. Speaking of Dave Fetty, we have 3 Dave Fetty pieces, and you're going to get choice. We're going to sell at least one, and we're going to start them out at 100. And I will show you what we have. Okay. So first we have this dinosaur, and this was made at Henderson Hall. So for those of you that don't know, Dave Fetty is a master craftsman. Worked for Fenton his entire life, still works for Fenton. And in a way, I mean, Fenton's out of business, but he still actively promotes Fenton, and he's it as far as Fenton glass. This is his later work at Henderson Hall. This is a dinosaur. He's 85, and he made this after he survived COVID, so it's really cool. And this is a case piece, and he's known for the crackling glass on the outside, and so that's his newer work. So we have the dinosaur, or we have the fish.
Ooh. Yeah,
Yes.
I like that one.
And Dave has signed all of these, and we're going to start it out at 100. I don't think I put that, but 100. Yep, Dave is very contemporary. $100 will start it, and then we will sell at least one. This one is a mushroom, and you see Dave Fetty has signed the bottom of it, and he's dated it, and you're going to have your choice of any of those. Okay. So there's the mushroom, and there's the fish, and then we have the dinosaur. All right, here we go. And bump, bump, bump. Here we go. 175. Dave is amazing. Yes. There you are, Polly. Where you been, girl?
No, she said she thought it was Thursday.
Oh.
But she caught up.
We missed you at the 10 at 10s, Polly. 175 is bid for choice. The fish is hollow. He blows that. Then the mushroom.
Well, actually, all of us.
It's amazing to see him work. We do have video posted on our site if you go back far enough, and you'll see him doing his thing.
Those are all handled. There's no.
You handled Dave quite well at Marietta. He's a character.
He is. Well,
Very well.
I realized that after meeting him, I mean, he's a really interesting person, and he's kind of used to being the boss. And once you realize, oh, okay, this is a guy who's used to being the boss, you just let them take the conversation, and then you have a good one.
George won him over.
Yeah, they sure miss hollow.
Yes.
Yes, let's show you. Well, you can't really tell,
Yeah.
but it is hollow under there.
190. Are you saying 200, Russell? 200 is bid on choice.
There we go. Yeah, there he's got it at 200.
Oh, that was your phone. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So winner will get choice. Backup bidder will get second choice. Dave, like George, I know. When they first came in, he always is kind of standoffish, and then he actually started following George. I noticed that he was following you around. Dave doesn't do that. He wanted to talk to you. I think was he teaching you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's probably what he was telling you.
Oh yeah, no, he had great information, and he knew we knew a few people in common, and that really helped, I think, because once I said that I knew Marion from out in Washington, and she's not with us anymore, but she was their biggest independent seller of Fenton glass, so he knew her well. And once he realized I knew somebody who knew some stuff, then he thought, okay, well, I guess you're legit.
Okay, Miss
So
Wildlife.
there's something to name dropping, I guess.
Yes. Miss Wildlife, you get your choice for 201, and then Russell is the backup.
Yes, so Miss Wildlife, let us know which one or ones you want, and then we will let Russ have backup on the other.
The Dino, the fish, or the shroom?
The mushroom.
Okay, the mushroom. Russell, would you like one?
Yes, Russell, if you are interested in the fish or the dinosaur, they are available.
Those are my two favorites. I like the fish.
And actually, I'll tell you what, I know this will sound strange. We probably have to work this out between us, but I'm actually taking things from Miss Wildlife that I'm delivering to her. So I could probably take that too.
Okay. All right. Let me put it in your pile then.
Yes.
What did Russell want?
Russell wants the dino.
Okay. Here, you can take that.
Okay, thank you.
Russell takes the
Miss
dinosaur.
Wildlife, I got this for you. We'll bring it with.
The fish is up for grabs.
Fish.
And I was hoping Russell would have bought your epergne because I would have took it to Russell, but it didn't work out that way.
That's all right. The person who got it, it was meant for them.
All right, anybody want the fish?
Oh, and I better pick something while you're...
Anybody want the fish?
That's funny. The fish was my favorite one. You just never know. It's all up to individual taste.
It is too. And, you know, Dave makes a couple different kinds of fish, and that's the fish I like the best.
Yeah, of all of them, yeah, I like that one too. It reminds me of the
Okay.
Italian ones.
Viking Vegas. You know, we messed it up. We would have had a white glove sale if it wasn't for my epergne.
Well, when you're all said and done, put it on and just let them be.
All right, so a fish goes to Viking
Ooh,
Vegas.
That's a piece I like right there that Joan just got. That's
Thanks,
beautiful.
Viking. All right.
All right, well, this next piece, I told you I decided to bring all Fenton tonight, and one of the reasons I did it is because I like to bring things that are Fenton that people don't necessarily think as being Fenton. And here is one now. This is by Frank Workman. And look at this incredibly, wonderfully swirled art glass vase. This looks more like something I would expect being maybe Chihuly or Pilchuck School or Northwest. But Fenton, towards the end of their production, around the time of their centennial, got people to come in and do some lines and styles that were different from what they had usually done. And this is absolutely one of them. I'm going to start this one off at 150 is going to be the opening bid. But it is a Frank Workman. It's got his mark on the bottom as well as the Fenton mark. And you can see that originally that price on this piece was $375. So it measures about 7 inches tall and about 9 inches and it's just got this very nice ruffle, but this is more of a free-form bowl. It's not crimped by their, their usual very precise crimping or all of this. This is something that is more like a vase that you blow and you let it open up and it finds its own place. So it's very pretty on the inside as well, and it does have the Fenton sticker on the inside.
And what are we going to start
Just to
this at?
prove, and oh, I'm sorry, I think 150
Okay,
is where I
that's what
need
I
to
thought.
start this one, yeah. So 150 is the opening bid. If anyone is interested in this, it really is a very pretty piece. It's a little atypical for them, and that's part of why. I understand too that he was definitely a different kind of person to work with for them, because he came from outside with his own ideas, and a lot of people who are glass blowers, well, they are definitely an iconoclastic bunch. They're used to working mostly alone, maybe with a helper, and they come up with an idea and they just want to be free to execute. And this
Yes.
definitely has that feel of freeness.
And he worked under Dave Fetty, and Dave Fetty was his mentor. But of course, Frank was a little bit more, well, he didn't want to follow the same ideas that Dave did. He's a little bit more contemporary. So I think that sometimes heads.
There were some clashes.
Yes, but you see like a King Tut swirl there, so you can kind of see a little influence, but he's definitely.
And the tracery, kind of like the hanging hearts.
Yes.
So there are some things that are throwbacks to other Fenton pieces, but it's definitely something different than the usual. So
All right.
let's see, we've got 2 of you folks at 160, so and a couple more at 150. So we're just going to wait to see. We've got 2 of you that have bid 160 currently. Our Facebook user, starting with the letter B, is our current high bidder.
It almost has like an oil finish, like when you make Easter eggs and you dump them in the oil and it comes up and it's such a pretty, vivid color. That's what it looks like. It's just wonderful. And the shades of blue, look at all the different shades of blue. And then you turn it on the inside and it has like a marble effect.
Yeah,
It is
because
so pretty.
they cased it inside in a way that, yeah, it's like you get the outside, but it's more of a pastel. It's a fun piece. We've got $170, and I think there's 3 of you who are in the bidding on this. So let us know, the other 2 folks, if you are still interested in this. It's a very different piece. I don't think you'll find another like this. I don't think they made a whole lot.
If you did not see the stickers and you saw this out in the wild, you might not think this is Fenton, but you always want to turn it over the bottom and see. He has a square punched kind of logo. And you can, just the nature of this glass, you can't hardly see the Fenton because it is such a busy print, but this is only number 70, only 500 produced. You're always going to want to look at the bottom and just to make sure, because his stuff, you might pass it up and not think that it's Fenton. It's one of the more valuable pieces of Fenton you're going to find.
Yeah, that is true. It's a real sleeper, and that's why I tend to pick up any piece of glass that I think is interesting and look at the bottom. It's just a great way to learn. You'll also learn, if you look at a lot of things that are marked Murano and you start noticing very machined, polished bottoms that are not flat, well, those are probably not Murano pieces. So that's another good reason to turn over glass and really look at it. Did I bring any turquoise crest? I had a piece, then I did not, but I believe that Heidi has a piece of turquoise crest. Is it a hat for me? Well, I have a hat, but we'll show you the hat in a little bit here.
Oh yeah, you really want to do the hat. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we had, I'm sorry, we had 2 folks at 180, and I guess Mary's was first, but now Mary Hogue at 200 is our high bidder. I think we've got 3 or 4 folks who are still bidding. So please let us know if you're still in. 200 is the current high bid, and I will make a note of what this piece is so that we can make sure we get it to the ultimate winner here. How big is it? It's about 7.5 inches. Actually, we'll get a perfect measurement here.
10, if you want to
10
go
inches,
farthest,
almost 11 wide at the widest point.
And about 6.
And about 6, okay. It does look kind of like Starry Night, doesn't it? Yes.
Or waves.
Or waves, yes, somebody else said ocean waves, exactly. So we're just waiting to see. Mary is our current high bidder, and I think we're going to make last chance here. Oh, no, Patsy's in at 225. Okay, so we're just waiting for you folks to let us know. 225 is the current high bid, and we'll just give you all a chance to contemplate that, who are interested. And Yeah, it's neat. I like that it's got the Fenton quality giftware stamp in it. So if you weren't sure, well, you can amaze all your friends. It's funny, I collect a lot of modernist glass, so this is actually more like a piece I would have in my collection. And I was seriously tempted to keep it in my collection, but I decided it was meant for one of you, and it appears that it is. We've got 240 from Mary Hogue now. And let's see. Thank you, Vilma. I really appreciate it. We'll get those things out to you. Glad you enjoyed this. We sure are having fun too. And just waiting to see if we have any other bidders. Mary Hogue at 240 is our high bidder, and just waiting to hear from Patsy to see if you're still in. If you are still in, let us know. If you're not, then Patsy is at 270.
You picked a good one.
Yeah, well, this is a nice piece. I mean, like I said, it was 3 something new, so they're definitely you know, and that was when they still had the whole edition to sell. So to find them now, I don't know. I actually haven't seen many Frank Workman pieces, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It's the only one I've ever owned.
Oh, well, like I said, they'd be hard to see out there. If you saw it, you wouldn't.
Would you know to look?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Because it's so different.
Yeah, and I think that's fun about it. So Patsy at 270, Mary is at 275.
Another thing with Frank Workman, you know, Frank Workman came in towards the end of Fenton. Dave Fetty was with Fenton his whole life, so you're going to find a lot more Fetty pieces and a lot fewer Workman pieces. So don't let Dave hear this. But really, Frank, I don't think he started till after 2000. So
his stuff is scarcer, yeah.
Yes.
Overall.
Yes.
It all, of course, depends on the line, because we've got, but yeah, definitely. And okay, so we're at 275. Patsy, let us know if you're still in. And if you are, we're at 285. Okay, Patsy's at 285. So Vegas Viking glass at 300. You know, it's interesting. Sometimes when something is really interesting and it starts to bid up, you get people who come back in because they're like, oh, this really is an unusual piece. Yeah. How old was Frank? I think he was fairly young, relatively, when he was working for them. I think he might have been in his
He's young
30s.
And cute.
Yeah.
He's cute. He's still cute. He's the girls all like Frank. You know, I don't know, he's probably 40. He's probably 40-ish.
He's in his late 40s.
Late 40s now, yeah. See, time has marched on so much. I saw the picture of him. I'm like, oh, okay, well, he's
handsome.
He's
yes,
in
he
his
is.
30s.
Oh, he's still alive. Yes.
Oh, yes.
He works for one of the factories in I think what do they call that place? Belpre or something. I think he does maintenance or something. He's kind of left the glass world. He comes back occasionally, but he is so happy in his job. He works a lot of hours, and he's just happy in what he does. And that
happens sometimes.
Yep. I'm a car buff too. He likes
a car guy.
I don't think he even realizes how popular he is. I really don't. He's shy. Yes. He is. He's a shy person. Quiet.
So Patsy, we're at 325, and Vegas Viking glass is out. Was there anyone else in? I don't want to do like last time and shut someone off.
Yeah, once in a while the groups will bring him in to do something. This year he went to Moser glass and he blew a little bit.
Mary Hogue, you're the only one we're wondering on. If you are still in, let us know. Otherwise, we're going to sell this to. Oh no, Mary is in at 330. So it is between Mary and Patsy at this point. And yeah, this is a really great piece.
It is. The color is beautiful.
And I know I've had a few requests. Okay, I have to do it.
I can't wait till you try the other hat on.
That's good screenshot.
You guys want to see something coming up? I can't believe the piece he's got, really. We'll talk about it in a minute.
We'll see it in a minute, yeah. Okay.
Rosie tried to get him at the next convention. I did. I tried to get him this time, and I didn't. I guess I was a procrastinator. I'll try. I'll try to contact him before Christmas for July.
Okay, so could you lift up the bottom one more time? I sure can. Here's the bottom. And there's your various marks on the bottom and the original sticker price from when it was brand new, which was about 25 years ago, roughly. So there's the bottom with the Frank Workman square embossed logo in there as well. Hopefully that gave you the view you were looking for there. Patsy is at $340.
I have that same base that he did, and mine looks much different. It's more laid out.
More fanned
Yeah,
open.
and the same colors, but that one is, in my opinion, it's much prettier than
Yes.
that.
It all just depends, you know, when they're doing these freeform, it really, everything folds open different. Even if they try to do two, they're never exact. And so, yeah, they really, it really is up to the individual piece. Mary at $345. So it looks like it's down to Mary and Patsy, and we're just waiting to see which one wants it the most, and then we'll go ahead and sell that and look at, well, you got a couple of good pieces over there. We'll let her surprise you and decide which one she's going to bring next.
We're making a dent.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are doing well.
We had this
You're moving
filled,
right
this room
along.
filled.
You're moving right along.
I know. I'm going to miss some of these pieces, I have to admit, but it's fun to get them to the people who ultimately should have them. Okay, so Patsy and Mary, let us know. It's down to the two of you. And if you are still in for the bid, let us know, Patsy. Otherwise, we will sell it to Mary. So we're just waiting to find out here. And
we do wait a little longer. It would break our hearts to miss a bid on something like this.
well, and because we want to make sure we don't have any more mistakes on my part about closing up early.
You just looked up Frank. He's a cutie pie. Yeah, he is.
Out to Mary, congratulations. Well, thank you very much, Mary Hogue. I don't know that we've met before, so again, please send your information to me at theantiquenomad@gmail.com, and we'll get this out to you. And thank you very much. Beautiful piece.
Okay, I know Mary. If you knew Mary like I knew Mary, oh, what a girl. Huh, Mary? I know Mary. Willie Joe, is this what you're looking for? I have this piece, and then I have the epergne that I put up earlier. Let me know. This is not really turquoise crest. It's called blue crest, or I think it's blue crest. No, this is the blue crest, very rare. I'll put that up if anybody's interested in it.
Oh, the
No.
aqua is more lighter.
Yep.
Aqua's a little lighter, and the blue is hard to find.
All right. So we have a set. And these all have deer on them.
They're all from 1979.
This
Oh,
one's
cool.
from 2000. So the
Oh,
clock,
okay.
that's
The
why the
clock is a
clock is
little-
cameo glass.
Yeah.
We'll do the clock separately.
Okay. But they're all painted with the deer.
Yes.
Cool.
So we have the fairy lamp, and it's signed by the artist, and then we have the bell, and that's a Deborah C. Hill, and they both glow, and you will get choice. And these are from John's collection. He likes anything with deer on it, but he was actually, I think he's making room for more artsy studio type glass.
I am actually.
Are you wanting to start at a number, or just
Nah.
let them start it?
They can just start it.
We can go ahead and start it. I've had this in my these three. Well, you haven't saw the clock yet, but I've had these for probably 5 or 6 years.
They're really cool. I don't see the deer very often.
To be able to, you know, they made. There's more pieces that they painted the deer on. There's lamps. What else? Vases.
Yeah.
Baskets.
Very cool. Ooh, look at the glow there.
They're glow getters.
Oh yeah.
And all the snow is frit, which is little pieces of glass that they fuse on there. It looks like snow.
Who was the painter?
Deborah Hill, and I don't know this one. I can't read it. Curry.
Oh yeah, curry. I've seen curry before.
This one has beautiful blues in it. The blue water and the blue sky.
And it's nice to see the perspective. And of course, this one's dated 1979. Actually, they both are. And by then, they were really letting their decorators, we would call them artists now, but their decorators were starting to have, they weren't just doing piecework. They were giving them more time to do elaborate scenes because the log cabin did really well for them. And they began to realize, oh, these are really good artists that we had working for us. We ought to let them do more intricate work.
This is for choice, Tina. It's for choice.
That was the year I graduated.
You old fogey.
I know. Over 79, 1979.
90 with Denise.
Yeah, that fairy lamp with the little black light in it will glow green for Christmas for you, even if you don't have another black light piece in the house.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of liking that, this idea of like fairy lamps and certain things where you can, even if you don't have a black light case, you can do the one piece and it'll
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of neat to see it. And you even if you don't put a black light in it and you put the multicolored lights,
Yeah.
those are kind of cool
Those
too.
are fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this stuff. It's really neat, actually. We can play with glass in ways that we didn't have the option to when these things were made new.
Oh,
101 Miss Wildlife for choice.
I got Trudy's Halloween paperweight, and I want to get a black light or the multi-light and put behind it because it's so cool. She did such a wonderful job on it.
All right.
Denise is out, and I think that makes it Miss Wildlife at 101.
Miss Wildlife.
And if you'll let us know your choice, and yes, these are small, I can add them to your box, so we won't have to ship these for you.
Fairy lamp or the bell or both? That paperweight was awesome, wasn't it, Kelly? You got one too? Yeah, Trudy's working on Christmas now.
Pass it to George. Okay, which one?
Yep, which one?
I think I know which one. Yeah,
fairy lamp?
that's what I thought.
Too.
Very
Okay.
good. All right, this is going in the pile for you. And I'll put the little
Did you have a price
code
for it?
on there for you.
You can resell it. If you want to just resell the bell.
Okay. Anybody want the bell?
I mean, I don't expect it to happen.
Well, I was going to say, you want to offer it to Miss Wildlife?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to resell the bell, but if Miss Wildlife wants it for 50, we'll add it with your fairy lamp, okay? We're not going to put it back up. I'm sure everybody wants fairy lamp, but if Miss Wildlife wanted it for 50 to go with the fairy lamp, we'll give it to her for 50. How's that sound? Do you just let us know? Okay.
Okay. Oh, that means I've got to do
I
something.
don't know.
Actually, do you want to go ahead and do another one and I'll get prepared?
Okay. Okay, she's going to pass, so you're going to keep the bell for a while, John.
We'll just put it up with this and just
No, they're two different ones. The clock's going to bring more.
Okay.
Okay, this is called, it's hand painted by Deborah C. Hill, and it is number 432 of 2000, and this is a clock. I think this is cameo glass, which means it's not going to glow. Did you want to start this, or
Just let it go.
we're just going to let it go? This one has the deer scene on it too, the deer and the birches, and it is a beautiful clock, and it is Fenton. All right, so this is going to be the Fenton clock, and I'll let you start it. So I'm going to push this up here so you can see the detail in the deer. Again, it's a Deborah Hill. And as far as I know, she is still residing down in Williamstown, Marietta area. And we have $50 with Sharon Carter. Thanks, Sharon, and here we go. Oh, birch trees, yes. The birch trees and the deer. That's what you see in Upper Michigan. We have a lot of birch trees up there.
That's what I liked about that clock. Was the
Yes.
birch trees.
Yeah, the birch trees are cool. I just sold that in the log cabin, but I think the deer is actually a little better looking.
Yes. Okay. We have $50. The little deer is darling. Yes. Okay, so the clock is pretty tall. It is 6.5 inches tall. And we have $50 with Sharon Carter. And it is a working clock. You don't see too many of the clocks, but they're pretty cool.
Hey, hey,
55, Jamie Haynes.
Can you put George's email up on your site?
It's the Antique Nomad at gmail.com for George's email, and mine is Rosie's Auction House at gmail.com. Really easy. I changed mine because of you.
Oh,
I saw how easy yours was.
it just makes it so simple.
Yep.
Then I don't have to remember, and no one else does either.
$60 with Sharon.
That's a great piece.
It is.
Yeah, that's really cool. I don't see a lot of the clocks. The one I had was actually the first one I'd ever had, and I think I'd seen maybe one or two others.
Yep. 60 with Sharon Carter. Very cool. 65 with Jamie. Jamie lives up in Kendallville, Indiana. I was going to ask you,
Mm-hmm.
is there any place in the country that you haven't been that you'd like to go?
Yes.
Where?
Mostly really obscure corners that I haven't hit yet. I haven't been to northern Maine. I haven't been
Oh.
to Kings Canyon or Sequoia Parks in California. You know,
Okay.
there's a few places that are kind of tucked away that I haven't made, but I've been to all 50 states, but I still have a lot to see of some of them.
I think northern Maine, it's Arcadia. Is it Arcadia?
Acadia, yeah,
Have you ever
that
been there?
looks beautiful. No, it's high on my list,
Oh my
actually.
gosh. You
Yeah.
sit up on these rocks overlooking the ocean, hearing the boom, boom of the, what is that out there, the buoys or something that tell if the ships are coming too
Oh,
close.
yes,
But
yeah.
all the mist flying in your face, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I wondered if because it seems like you've been everywhere.
I've been most places, but that definitely is high on the list. And yeah, Acadia is so cool too because it's got all that. Well, that's where the term Cajun came from because that's where they kicked all the Cajuns out and sent them to Louisiana when the English took over. So
Maine, all along the coast, is such a good place to pick because they were settled first, so they have the oldest pieces.
they've got a lot of stuff, and it's very seasonal. So if you go near the end of season, they're very anxious to have you just take it with you, I've noticed.
Yes.
Okay, Sharon says she's out.
There's only one good thing in Maine. and that's
Lobster.
Cool.
All right, looks like Jamie Haynes is going to get it for 75. Thank you, Jamie. All right, the Nomad.
Okay, well, I'm going to have a choice of baskets here, and they may have to go separately, so you might have to look at one and then look at another. But we're going to start these at $45 each choice. This one is a very hard color to find. This is plum opalescent in the coin dot. And again, it's dot if it has the clear and spot if it's opalescent on the circles. This one's opalescent on the other sides. It still has its original little UPC code on it. And I don't know which handler this is, but the way that the handles are done, this is their signature. And there actually is some reference material so you can tell who put the handles on, because that was a big deal to them and to the piece. And then this one is the other choice. This one is blue. This one is from Fenton's 90th anniversary. And this one has the glass frit done with the little flowers. So this is your other choice. We have Willie Joe at $60. Choice is our current high bidder. This one says Fenton 2005 inside, but on the bottom, I'm sorry, 1995, not 2005. Because there's the date. This was done for their 90th anniversary, and so it has the Frank Fenton signature as well as the artist signature in there, and you can see that. So it's got Bill Fenton and Frank Fenton's signatures, and then it is hand painted by J. Cunningham, and it's number 1324. So whoa, let's not break either of these. Okay, so 65 is the current high bid. That's Deb's Finds, and it is your choice. I'm going to actually hold them because they can't both sit on that turntable together. In fact, I'll hold one and we'll just trade off. I'll hold one in the background. So it's the choice between these, this very, very pretty plum, which is very deep purple with the opalescent edge, or this very, very pretty blue. This is a stretch glass. This is carnival glass, but it is stretch because if you look closely, they would put the iridescence on and then actually enlarge the piece slightly, and that's why you get this stretch in it. So there is your stretch glass.
Celeste blue.
Celeste blue, is that the name? Yeah, oh, I really like that color a lot. I'm a blue guy for sure. So it is the choice between the two of these. We have $70 is the current high bid, and the high bidder will have their choice of either or both. So let us know if there's I know that Deb's Finds was in. If you're still in, let us know. Tina Davidson is at 70, but we already have Russ at 70, so it'll have to be a bit above $70. Okay, and Willie Joe also in at 70. So we've got 3 people at 70. Let us know. We're looking for a bid above $70 at this point. We've got 72 from Willie Joe. And we'll set this one back on and give it a spin while I hold the other one here. Tina Davidson at $75 choice is our high bidder currently. And we're just gonna, I've ended up sort of monopolizing the whole place here, haven't I? Let's see, Tina was already at 75, so Russ, you're just a little bit behind the bid. This one also has trim around the base, I think you can see there. So currently it's still Tina at 75. Russ, let us know, and Facebook user and Willie Joe, let us know if you're still in. We've got 3 other people who are still in. I'm going to try not to be too quick with this time and let everybody have their chance. Okay, Russ is out. Tina at 75 is the high bidder. So Willie Joe or TR on Facebook, let us know if you're still in. Otherwise, we will sell this piece. Okay, TR is at 76 on Facebook. 76 is our current high bid. We'll shuffle these around again. Willie Joe is out, so we are down to Tina Davidson or TR on Facebook, who is at $76 and has the high bid currently. So let us know, folks. We're just waiting to see, Tina, if you are still in for choice on these. Otherwise, we're going to wrap this up, and we will let our Facebook user make their choice. But Tina is in at 78, so $78 the high bid now on choice between the 2 baskets, either or both. And ooh, there's another one, and that's pretty too. I'm so easily distracted. Every time she brings up her next piece, I'm like, ooh, look at that. So we are Tina at 78. So our Facebook user, please let us know if you are still out there and interested in bidding, because 78 for choice is our current high bid, and we just need to know if you're in or out.
Look at that handle.
Yeah, I like that. It's like Latticino.
Yes.
I mean, I guess it is Latticino by our definition, whereas this is a twist handle on the blue one here. Latticino is a funny word because it's what the English thought Italians must mean lattice, but it actually means like coffee. If you think of latte, apparently it's connected to that. So the Italians think it's very funny that we call this Latticino, but we do. Okay, TR is out. So Tina Davidson, this is your choice at $78. So please let us know, one or both. I was told that this was plum. People were saying, is it plum or grape? But
it looks like grape.
It's grape.
It's grape. Okay, that's interesting.
But also very rare. I mean,
the color is
sought
after.
Yeah, very sought after.
You don't see it very often.
There's not as much grape as there is
And that's
plum.
the one
Oh, yeah.
Tina will take.
And
So
it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Tina, thank you very much. That one is yours. And I'll put this on really quickly. If our backup bidder, who would have been, I think, if I'm doing this right, our backup bidder was our Facebook user. If you're interested in this, let us know. I will, we'll just look for that in the chat. If you're interested in the blue stretch glass basket for the 90th anniversary, let us know, and we'll put that aside for you. But I'm going to let you go ahead.
That's beautiful.
With your next
It kind of
piece.
looks holographic. I love those diamonds. There goes my battery again. Let's unplug this and move her over. We must be working it pretty hard, George.
I think so.
Oh, now we're going to have an echo. Jeez.
That took care of that.
Okay. All right. Here is one I did a short on. This is a Victorian basket, and I'm going to let you start it. And it's very old. Okay. And here we go. Look at this. Look at this. I'm going to go ahead and glow it for you. So this is old. Has the thorn handles, and this came out of an estate in Cleveland from our glass house guy, Robert. Well, actually Medina. He was 93, 94 years old when we bought this. This has feet on it, and it is just beautiful how it glows.
I love that. How that glows.
Yes.
You would never think that would glow.
I know.
By looking at it.
It looks white. Victorian glass surprises you on the colors that will glow.
Lots of things glow because they use chemicals that we would never be allowed to use nowadays. Thankfully, once it's made into glass, they're completely inert.
When they applied, because like the applied handle,
Yeah.
and then the feet, and then the little intricates that they did, you know, around the handle and around the feet, That was a style that they did at that time, wasn't it?
Very popular to do those branches with the thorns like this.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was absolutely a Victorian thing. Hobbs Buchner and Stevens and Williams in England really popularized that. And then a lot of other companies did it too.
What year would you think that was?
Oh, probably 1870 or 80.
Is that amazing?
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's so great that it's still around, first of all, right? I mean, because a lot of these places, we look at old towns in America, and most of them were built in the 1870s or 80s, even the older cities, because that's when they got modern buildings.
Sure.
So the idea that anything that was in those buildings is left is pretty incredible.
Oh my God.
75 with Denise.
When we went into this fellow's house, this what I was understood afterwards. This was his mother's collection,
Oh, neat.
and he kept it in the house, just like she'd always kept it.
Right.
Never saw so much of this glass in all my life, and
Oh.
I had no idea
It's,
what I was looking at. You
It's
know?
so cool to find old Victorian glass collections because most of them have been in collections for decades. So it isn't stuff that we see very commonly at all.
All right, we have 120 with copper pot.
Isn't it gorgeous though? It is very pretty.
120 with copper pot.
It's
Miss
so different from some of the stuff that we see that it really
It really
intrigues
is
me.
neat. Yeah, you can see where Fenton was inspired by Victorian glass in their designs when you see a piece like this. You're like, oh yeah, I see what they were looking for that look, you know.
Yeah. This was almost woodsy in a way,
Hmm.
you know, and then Fenton cleaned it up. They're
Right, theirs is more, Fenton is very precise, whereas this was very freeform back when it was made.
Okay, Peggy, let us know if you're in or out. 120 is bid. We're waiting for Peggy.
And Lorraine, yes, that's right. They did not know about the glow factor. Most of them didn't even have electricity in their houses yet, so they had never seen anything under an electric light, let
Yeah.
alone a black light.
Think about that.
I never thought about
Yeah.
that.
It's not like they would have ever known that a black light would have made it glow.
No, the only reason they put the chemicals in that made Vaseline glass was that was the only way you could get the bright yellow-green color. And so that's what they
right.
did.
That is sold to
Some of
Anita
the-
from Copper Pot.
Some of the real early Fenton milk glass will glow.
Yeah,
So it's the same principle.
exactly. Yeah, it's just what they were using, and it just changed over the years.
All right.
Well, I'm going to do just a sweet little piece, and this is not an expensive piece, but it is an old piece. Not as old as the piece she just showed us, but as far as Fenton goes, this might be one of the older pieces that we see tonight. And it's just a nice little marigold carnival dish, but this is something that would have been made. It's about 4.5 inches, but this is what would have been made. I'm in front of the wrong camera. That's better. This would have been made by Fenton around 1905, 1910 when they first got into carnival glass, which is what really made them as a company. And you see that this has the cherry and loop pattern on the inside, and the outside is orange tree. I'm going to start this at $12. We're just going to make it a very inexpensive thing for somebody who really wants a piece of true antique glass because it is over 100 years old. And we're going to start it at $12 and let it go from there and see who might be interested. But it is the original. You can see the softness and the iridescence as opposed to the 1960s and after where the metallic spray is different, so it isn't quite as creamy and soft looking. It's a little brighter in the 60s and 70s than this. So, okay, we have Julie at 25 as our current high bidder. And
Cherry chain, right?
what's that now?
Cherry
chain, thank you. I always say cherry and rope, and I can't ever remember chain, but yes, that's correct.
And then the orange tree is on the back.
Yeah, I always liked how Fenton was the first that I know of where they actually mixed patterns. You see orange tree on the outside of a lot of other things. You see the sailboat pattern on the inside.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's the cherry, sometimes it's
Graven cable.
Yeah, exactly. I even saw one that was Spanish medallion on the inside, and I thought, oh, that would have been enough by itself. Deb is at $30. And yes, I just wanted to share one old piece because we've got all these beautiful art glass pieces, and Fenton made such incredible art glass right near the end of its production that we featured that a lot. But I thought it'd be nice to bring something that was early from them because, you know, they were in business for a century after all.
$30.
$30. And when the music stops, if anyone else is interested, let us know now because we will wrap this one up pretty quick. And I'm going to make a note of it here.
All right, $30 is bid. We're going to do a last chance.
Okay,
I think
anybody
we
else? Otherwise, it's going to go to this $30 bidder here, so let us know.
Oh,
Julie at
35.
35, okay. Deb's fine. Let us know if you are interested and still in. Otherwise, we will sell this one to Julie. And we're just going to give it a moment because we know we have a lag after our previous experience that we need to give a little bit of extra time. And so...
Deb, let us know if you're out. Julie, let us know if, okay, you're in, Julie. So Deb, just let us know if you're in or out. We don't want to miss your bid. 35 is bid. You know that big, huge hat over there is just to die for.
I like that one too, yes.
Is that why it's still on the table?
Yeah, but it is going to have to do. Okay, very good, Julie. Thank you very much. And thank you, Deb, for letting us know. And Julie, that will come to you.
Okay.
And I'm going to use 3 times as much bubble wrap this time. We had a problem with the post office previously.
All right, here we go. So I was going to ask you about this. Robert had this in this basket. Now, I never heard of a sandwich basket. I think that's a mistake.
I think the dealer was thinking it was by the Boston and Sandwich Company. I don't know for certain that it is because a lot of other companies in that era made similar. I'm not so sure that it matters so much to the collector whether it is or not.
Yep.
But that seems like a wrong attribution to me. I think of Sandwich as being more pressed because they were one of the first to make pressed glass.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't think that was right either.
But they were a big company, and they may have had a blown glass part that I'm not aware of. So I don't want to say that like I absolutely know. I have some knowledge of Victorian glass, but we don't see enough of it for me to become an expert, unfortunately. If I ever get to the Wheaton Glass Museum in New Jersey, which is, I never thought I'd want to take a vacation to southern New Jersey, but they have the most amazing glass museum in Wheaton, New Jersey.
Oh, that sounds like
So
fun.
what year that was that you bought that, right? And how much you paid?
So this he bought September 19th of 1975, and this is our Robert the Glass Man, Robert Daig. And he bought this in 75 for $170.
Yep.
And they came down from 190. So this is so beautiful, and it glows cadmium or magnesium.
I think it's cadmium in this one.
I just.
Yeah, the manganese is what makes glass turn purple in the sun.
Yeah, so this glows. This is an old piece too. This is the same era as the last one, and it's actually so gorgeous with the stripes, and when you put a black light on it, it will glow a deep orange. It's beautiful.
And I actually put that in my pocket when we got it. It was in my collection.
Boy, a lot of stuff has come out of your collection tonight.
The handle is unique, yes. Here's the top.
Yeah, the handle is cool because it's got the and it is an unusual combination, but again, that was very deliberate in 1870s, 1880s. We're into that aesthetic period, and they're starting to incorporate naturalistic themes. It's kind of a prelude to Art Nouveau. They're starting to bring naturalistic themes into Victorian design, and so that's why you have the stick handle.
Okay, is there any interest in that one? It is a beautiful basket.
So the folks that collected that or bought that back in the day, that was something that they treasured because they handed that down to their loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kept it and handed it down because you know that's been handed down quite a few
Yeah.
times.
Oh yeah, it's got to be 6 generations old. Well, you know, of course, this was giftware at an early time where giftware was kind of a new idea. I mean, people didn't have lots of elaborate things in their homes until houses got more modernized and there was a middle class to buy those things. So you know, this would have been very special to someone at the time.
7.5 inches tall and about 6.5 inches across.
If it could talk, it could tell you a lot from it. That, you know, they've seen a lot.
This was purchased in Youngstown, Pennsylvania, before they had area codes.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. All right, Connie is at 60. Peggy is at 65.
When you think about it, you know, if they were moving from spot to spot, They weren't getting in a car. They were getting in a horse and buggy.
Yeah, you had to really wrap that thing, exactly.
Yeah. And they kept their glass posts. We're really rough on it.
Okay, Peggy is out. Connie is at 70. Deb, let us know. 70 is bid. We're going to do a last chance. You're putting up shoes. Do you have any intention of putting up that hat or that top hat over there?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Do not leave. You can't believe what he has left on the table.
Look at what you've got there. Funny, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, there's still a few nice things, folks.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, we have $70 with Connie. Deb Fines, let me know if you are in or out.
I love that hat. I have that hat too.
It's such a pretty hat. You can't believe what he's got. I don't think he advertised it.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't. I actually told people that I was holding back stuff and they just have to watch.
Oh, my gosh. You can't believe what he's going to pull out here. Pull out of his hat. All right, $75 with Debbie. Connie, let us know. Connie, let us know. Deb is at 75. We're waiting for Connie. Don't want to miss you, Connie. Get in there. Yes or no?
How many people do you still have?
140.
That's fantastic.
All right. Connie is in at 80. Oh, yes, indeed. Okay, 80 with Connie. And Deb Fines, let us know. It's so nice to see so many new people tonight. We appreciate you coming in. $80, Connie. Deb, let us know. This is just really pretty. I love the striping. It's almost like a candy stripe or something. It's just so cool.
Yeah, it looks like Halloween candy.
It's sweet. Yes. All right. Connie is in at 80. Deb, we'll give you just a few more seconds. Don't want to miss you. And okay, thank you. We really appreciate that when you tell us you're out. And it goes to Connie. Connie, do you know, I don't think we've done business together, so I think I'm going to put my email up here for you to copy. Just do a screenshot on it, if I can get it up here. Where is it? It's right here. Just do a screenshot on that and send me a hello, and I'll invoice you right on that email. And you got that one, and let's see who it is. Connie Torres. Okay. Thanks, Connie.
Okay.
That's $80. Okay.
Okay. Well, very good. Now, I heard a request for shoes and hats. I'm going to do shoes first. So we'll do shoes this round. And we have two. They are pretty much identical except for color. One is a very pretty deep rose color, and one of them is a very pretty azure blue color. And these are decorated with glass frit, so you can see the bows and the flowers. And they both are decorated the same way, and they are both decorated by, surprisingly, two different people. This one is G. Pagao, and this one is, I cannot actually read this one, A.L. something. But they do have signatures. I'm going to start these out at $19 each choice. So 19 is the original, is the opening price on these. And these both would have been done sometime around 1995 for the 90th anniversary. Fenton did a lot of new lines for the 90th anniversary in 1995 and embellished a lot of lines they had before, and are definitely, you know, they're definitely really cute and cool, and people have fun with them. So let's see, it looks like Jody Loves History Glass and Cats is at $25 choice on those. And let me see, I don't know if there's anything else I really should say about them, except they are definitely in a long, long line of Fenton shoes that people have collected over the years. And I just thought it was neat that they had two different artists, but they painted essentially the same design.
It's just pretty.
The pink one is more in pinks, and the blue one is more in blues and purples and lavenders. And we are at $30 per choice, with Deb's Finds being the high bidder currently. So we're going to let you all look at them a moment or two more, and when the music stops, do get your last bids in, because we've got a few more things we want to show you tonight still, and so yes, the more the merrier. Okay, I think Deb's Finds was at 31st, so Jody, if you're still in, let us know. Okay, Peggy is in at 32.
You're waiting for me to start jamming. You know I'm getting tired, and that's what I usually start doing.
Jody's at 35 for choice. And we're going to just...
Jody's at 35. Peggy, let us know if you're in or out.
Yes. Yep. Peggy and Deb, if you're still in, let us know. And we'll give you just a moment here. And then we'll wrap this up. Okay, Deb is at 38 for choice. And Peggy is out, so it is between Jody and Deb, if you'll let us know.
No, not
yes, her top does blend nicely with the shoes. Actually, her top is amazing. It looks good with everything. It's just a lot of fun color. I chose very bland tonight. I wanted you to see the stuff and me to fade to the background. Okay, so 38, Peggy is out, Jody is at 39 for choice. And we're just going to wait to see if Deb is still in, and if she is, then we'll go from there, and if not, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. And if you are no longer bidding, do please go ahead and put in out, because that will speed things up for us, so we don't think we're waiting for you. And Deb is at $40 per choice.
Did you want something to drink?
I would love a glass of water, thank you. I think I had one, and I heard...
You can get crushed ice and water.
What did you get from John?
Just any old water will do fine. That's great, thanks. Get a little dry after talking for a couple of hours here.
There's ice in there too if you want some.
Oh, thanks. No, I'm good with just
No, I just
regular old
get
is
George a
fine.
glass.
So
Hi, I'm so sorry I didn't offer
Jody
you one.
Oh, no, that's fine. No problem. I think you tried earlier and I wasn't ready. Let's see here. So Jody is at 42. So it's between Jody and Deb. Deb, let us know if you're still in. It's choice on these. And we're just waiting to find out. Deb is out. So Jody at $42. Let us know if you want one or both. And if you want, thank you very much. If you want just one, then we'll let Deb have the other choice. And if not, we'll send them both to you.
Okay, so we sold it.
And we did sell it. And we're just waiting to know from Jody if she wants one or both.
Yeah, they would go good together. They certainly would.
Okay.
Both.
Okay, Jody. Well,
Times
thank you
two.
very much. Please send me that email to the antiquenomad@gmail.
All
Okay.
right. I'm going to sell this Czech glass.
That's one of my, I love that piece.
Oh, this is so neat.
All right. So I did a short on this, so I'm going to put it up.
That matches your shirt too.
That's a beautiful piece of glass.
It is beautiful. I don't know what to do. I had one start and I didn't sell it, so I'm going to let you guys do it. I'm going to let you do it. It says Czech silver glass, original. Is it old?
Well, I mean, it's sometime after the Czech Republic split up, but that's back in 1990, so it could be any time after that.
This came from Robert's house too. He had a lot of this metallic stuff, a lot of Lundberg stuff, and then he had this. I don't know where we got this at. If it was from his storage unit or the house. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys start it. And it is 14 inches tall. Okay, here we go.
And Denise is in at 30.
I see Deb Finds at 40. Look at it. It's just stunning. I mean, it's just beautiful. The color is amazing. He had great taste, yes. And he he was the superintendent of the Medina school district. I don't know which one, if it was high school or middle school. And then when he never had a family, and collecting was his world, and he was actually a historian in the town. So his family was from the collecting community, and he loved it. All right, $90.
Yeah, that's a very pretty piece. You know, I mean, ever since back in Bohemian glass days, the Czechs have always just made such incredible glass. And it's always been an industry there, and it still is, and with good reason. Okay, Vegas Viking glass at 115.
Beautiful. There is some golds and cobalts, and some of it almost looks green. It just depends how the light hits it.
So George must be
125.
taking- He must be taking the fish, the funny fish.
I've got it. We've already got that
Mushroom.
straightened out.
Okay, so it's just what I see.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
We try to pack as we sell it, so we don't have so much to deal with when we go home. It's my number on it. Okay, 140.
140 is the high bid. And 145 for Mary Beth.
Okay.
Yeah, that really is a pretty piece. I just like the way it fans out at the top.
Yes, and how thin it is here. Oh, it's pretty. All right. 150. It is a beauty. 150 is bid with Viking glass, Mr. Howell. 155 is with Zambetti, right? I'm remembering these names.
And yes, I agree, Twist of Fate. It is very organic looking. It just has this natural feel to it. And I can imagine it with a bunch of foxgloves pouring out of it, for example.
All right, all in, all done. It looks like we're going to sell it to Mary Beth. And we sold that for $155. Thank you, Mary Beth.
Okay.
Do you need a riser for that, you think?
No, I think it's probably not going to fit.
Okay. Wait till you see this, guys.
Okay. So we have our choice here is between, somebody said hats.
Okay.
So let's go to hats.
All right.
And I will show you two different hats.
Choice hats?
Yes, and these are very different hats from one another. So we're going to start with one that is a definitely a glower, because this one is the fern pattern. Fern with the cobalt, and this is the opalescent. So this is the Vaseline opalescent
Topaz.
bowl with the topaz rim. Yes, that's right. There we go. And this one measures about 8 inches high and about 9 inches wide. So it is going to be the choice between that one, which you can see there, or if you prefer to see it on, here it is as a top hat for all of you folks. There we go. And it is the choice between that or this one, which was made by Dave Fetty to honor the Red Hat ladies. And this one has the controlled bubbles in it. If you look up close, this is an interesting piece. They did very few of these. It does have the Fetty logo right in the middle there. And
that is so cool.
Applied feathers, because of course you've got to have applied feathers, and then it looks like this. So it is the choice between the two of those. I am going to start these at $100 each choice.
Look at that glow.
There's the glow on that one. And then I'll just hold the Fetty up over on the other side here, and that way they can see what they're choosing, because I think with them being big, it's going to be hard to maneuver them.
And here we go.
So $100 is our opening bid. And yeah, these are really fun pieces and very different from each other. If you're a blacklight person, this one with the fern might be right up your alley, because it has such neat contrast and color, and it practically glows without a blacklight. Willie Joe at $125. And yes, the Red Hat is rather historic. Dave Fetty did these for Fenton Glass. They did a small number of these. And he told me that they never really they never really did a lot of distribution on these. Like by the time they made them, they'd kind of missed their window. And so there are not a lot of these out here. And oh, thank you, Mary Beth. Yes, I love the Fenton Wild Horses piece. That one actually sold in Springfield, Ohio. So here is your choice between the two of these. And they're both neat in really different ways. So we will just see where we go here. 200 is our current high bid. Russ Jess Miller has in. And it will be choice. If anyone else is interested still, let us know. Otherwise, we're going to wind this one down.
This one is the Daisy and Fern Topaz Cobalt Crest Top Hat. It is so cool.
Yeah, it's really something different.
Look at that.
Yeah,
And this is the big top hat.
that's right.
It is 8 inches tall.
Oh, okay, even a little more than I thought.
All right.
Okay, so it looks to me like Russ is going to have his choice at $200 here. Unless anyone else is in, let us know fast, because we're going to let Russ choose here in just a second.
Did Willie Joe say she was out?
Well, I haven't seen another bid, and I know that they're kind of on it, but we'll give them a chance. There we
Okay.
go. Oh, wait, here we go. Where are we? All
All
right.
right.
Okay, I think it's yours, Russ, so let us know if which one of these you are interested in, or both. It's 200 each for choice. Now go ahead and,
That's a good deal on either one of those.
yeah, they're both pretty good prices for these, and you would like the yellow one. Okay,
All
that one
right.
is going to you.
And
Thank you
I can
very
take
much.
that if you want to. If you want, we'll figure that one out.
Okay.
Let's put Russ's name on it so we know.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, maybe we'll trade, since
Yeah.
if you can get things to him easier than I can, that's a great thing.
Did you want to pass the hat if somebody wants it?
No, I think I'm going to hold on to it.
Okay.
Unless, you know, if someone's interested in the Fetty hat, let me know, but I'm going to hold on to it until I hear otherwise.
Oh my gosh, I'm not ready.
That's
I'm not ready.
okay. We can fix that really quickly. So,
Let's do a logo.
okay.
Or that fairy lamp, Heidi.
Huh?
The blue fairy lamp.
Let's do a logo.
Okay,
Put the fairy lamp with it.
we're gonna have a couple pieces come up right here for you folks, and yes.
We'll do choice Fenton logo.
Oh, these are great.
Sell at least one.
Wow, and all the pastel colors, all the opalescence.
Yes. All right, let's go. Choice logo. Did you want that dark blue one, Willie Joe? I'll put it up. You just tell me what you want. I'll put it up next. My next turn. So this one is seafoam. Then we have a pink, and then we have a French opal. This one has the butterfly on it, so it was from a convention piece. That wasn't an inline piece. And then we have the Velvet Rose. And then we have this seafoam green one. So we'll sell at least one. This one is from 1998. And it's sea green. Okay, $25. Here we go. We'll sell at least one. When we put choice up, we'll sell at least one. All
Okay,
right.
and Willie Joe said, yes, please put up the turquoise. So,
Okay.
and Willie Joe is the high bidder currently on the Fenton logos. These are great. I've always liked nameplate stuff. Fenton made some extra because they knew collectors liked them, but generally speaking, it's hard to find nameplates because they usually made one for one store as opposed to 20 birds or 20 bells or whatever they were selling. So you don't see the nameplates as much. And it's so fun to have them in the different colors.
Yes.
I have to admit, I like pastels. I think all of those are great.
Yes.
I'm not sure who I would pick, but maybe they won't have to. Willie Joe is at 70 as our high bidder.
75 with Alicia. We'll sell at least one. All right. Let us know, Willie Joe. Let us know, Lori Galloway. We have 75 bid. $80, Willie Joe. 81, Antiques for You. This one's called Velvet Rose. This one is, looks like French opal, but looks like there's a touch of blue in it, and it was made for the one of the conventions, so who knows? Maybe it does have a little bit of blue in it. And this one is sea green. Okay, Alicia's at 85. She came in there first.
Willie Joe's at 90.
90 for Willie Joe. Lori let us know. $90 with Willie Joe. Cheryl Kemp is at 92. Hi, Cheryl. Nice to see you tonight. Antiques for You is out.
And Alicia's out.
All right.
So it's just down to
Willie Joe.
Joe and Cheryl Kemp.
Willie Joe, let us know. This is the last chance. I don't see Willie Joe yet. Let us know, Willie Joe. Just waiting for Willie Joe. 92 is bid with Cheryl. 95.
95.
$95 with Willie Joe. So we're waiting for Cheryl Kemp. She comes in at 96. We still have active bidding, but Lori, you got to go higher. I thought Lori was out. She was out. She came back in.
That happens sometimes.
She's being sneaky.
They got a little bit more time to think and take a look. I imagine people at home are like looking up and going, "Oh, wait, that's a pretty good deal."
Yeah, you can't get a logo for less than like 100 to 125, and that's just the average colors. 97 is bid. Willie Joe is out. Thanks for what you did do, Willie Joe. They don't glow. No, none of these will glow.
No, generally it's got to be the custard or the Vaseline yellow in Fenton to glow.
100 even. Love the blue, yeah.
Yeah, this would be a tough choice.
I think I like the Velvet Rose. 100 Cheryl Kemp. You lied too. Willie Joe decided to come back in, but we already have 100. Yeah, I've never seen a round black one, Jody. 101. Oh, they're trying to do the $1 thing, like let's make a deal. Or what's that one that you watched, John, where they bid $1?
Oh, The Price is Right.
Price is Right. Antiques for You. 101. 105 Cheryl Kemp. 105 with Cheryl Kemp. Willie Joe and Lori let us know. 105 is bid. Bidder will get choice. I have a black one that's actually in a rectangular shape.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's the previous logo. Yeah.
Yep.
Neat.
106. And so now we're waiting for Cheryl Kemp. Willie Joe is really out this time. Okay, 106, Antiques for You. Cheryl Kemp, let us know. Come over here and look. 108, Cheryl Kemp. 108, Cheryl Kemp. Thank you, Les. We're so glad you're here tonight. $106, Antiques for You. 108, Cheryl Kemp. Okay, Antiques for You, let us know. 108 with Cheryl Kemp. Bidder will get choice. 110, Antiques for You. This one's the seafoam, this one's the velvet, and this one is the opal. 110, Antiques for You. 112, Cheryl Kemp. They are remaking these now in eggplant color. It is a purple color that is.
Oh,
Ooh.
is that Moser?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds totally off from
It's,
what
yeah.
I've noticed with the Moser stuff that it's well made, but it seems heavy compared
Yeah.
to Fenton. It's thick. It's just not quite
Yeah.
as
Russell just subscribed to your page, George.
Oh, thank you, Russ. That's great. Well, we'll see you over there too.
Okay, antiques for you is at 113. Cheryl Kemp. We're just waiting for Cheryl Kemp. Don't want to miss your bid. 113 is bid. Just waiting for Cheryl.
And thank you, Miss Wildlife. Yes, we appreciate the newbies and we appreciate you for inviting them because we do feel that way.
Yes, and anybody, you know, if you're a Rosie member, go over and subscribe to George. And if you're a George subscriber, come over and give us a try. We do a lot of shows during the week. We do 10 at 10s every weekday, and we have specialty sales. It's not just all vintage with me, but I love vintage.
And it's not all just glass either, but
Right.
when you and I get together, we seem to go for the glass because, well, it's a first love. That
Yes. All right, Cheryl Kemp is our winner at 115, and Lori is going to be our backup. So Cheryl, which one would you like? Take as many as you want.
Very cool. Yeah, a tough choice. I don't know.
I don't know which one.
I'm starting to like the green.
That's what I was gonna
It's so funny because it was the one I didn't notice at first, but now that it's been around a few passes.
Uh-huh.
I think the green was probably the hardest one.
Thank you, Patty. Appreciate it.
Cheryl will take blue and green.
So you're going to take 2 of them. Okay, Lori, did you want the Velva? Velva Rose.
That one's got a little bit of iridescence to it. I like that.
Yes.
Gives it sort of a golden glow.
And what was that? 115. 115. That's a good price. We'll see if Lori wants that one. If she doesn't want it, it'll be up for grabs. Same price. These 2 are going up. Thanks, Jim. Those are the 2
Okay.
you wanted. Okay, does anybody want the Velva Rose? Has the original Fenton sticker on it. It's pretty darn cool. If you want that, just say you want the Velva Rose and we'll move on. Okay.
Okay, well, I wanted to bring a Fenton piece that actually has a heritage before Fenton. So here's an example of that. And I'll set it here for you. This is a dresser box. This is based on the shape of wave crest dresser boxes. Wave crest was done by the Niagara company between about 1895 and about 1915 or 20. And they were all made in Connecticut, but they had this very distinct swirl pattern, and they were done on milk glass. Well, Fenton decided to do the same sort of enameling, but they decided they wanted to do it on cranberry. So here is the lid. There is a sticker in the bottom that says that the gold you're seeing on here is hand decorated with 24 karat gold. So they used gold paint. There's some enameling here to bead up the beading so that it is a little bit of dimension, and they did the gold tracery around the edge. This one is, they called this Country Cranberry at the time, so there's its little original label. And I'm going to start this one off at $75. They typically sell for about $100 to $125 more than that. So $75 is the opening bid. If anyone is interested in this cranberry piece based on the old wave crest pattern. They did this in a few different colors. I've seen them in a case glass in a purple too, but I thought the cranberry really jumped out and was kind of special. And yeah, it would be perfect for Valentine's Day. I think that we're going to see interest in cranberry glass growing again. When I first got in the business 30 years ago, it was super hot, and it's what everybody was after. And now that we're starting to see gray interiors and paint colors coming back, I think the cranberry is going to follow real quickly. So I think we'll see cranberry glass starting to go up in value again. They had to use real gold to make that color, so it was a more expensive color when it was new. And we've got Willie Joe here at $80. And so thank you for that. Denise, I know you bid $75, but we've got Willie Joe in at $80 is our current high bidder. I just always thought these were really pretty pieces. I've always looked for the original wave crest too. One difference with the original wave crest is it would have had a hinge rather than a top that just sat down. So a little bit of a different thing. And this is a fairly substantial size. The original boxes were usually smaller than this. This one is about 7 inches wide and about 5.5 inches tall. We've got Denise at 85 as our current high bidder. And let's see here.
I can't sit on these stupid seats.
Yes, I know. They're comfortable once you get perched on them, but it's hard to get up there, right? Okay, let's see. Did I mention size? Let me get an exact measurement because I sort of estimated that I didn't really give you. Here we go. 5 inches tall and about 6.5 wide. So slightly smaller than I said. Sorry about that. That's trouble when you are estimating. So we've got Denise at 85. Willie Joe, let us know if you're okay. Willie Joe is out. So Denise, I think you're getting this for $85. And that is a wonderful piece I think you're going to really enjoy. So let me make a note of your name here. I know we have a couple of things for you, and I will combine shipping so long as it's safe to do. And I've got you written down for that. Thank you very much.
Ooh, awesome.
Okay.
Okay, somebody wanted some blue crust, and there we go. Very rare blue crust. It's not aqua crust, it's blue crust. This is from 1963 only, so it's very scarce. You notice the crust is a lot deeper blue. They only made this 1 year, 1963.
Oh, that was the year they did the orange for 1 year too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I have to go by the
hard to
notes on
find.
the bottom. They call it a comport. 1963 only.
Yeah, it's really funny. Compote or comport seem to be the same name for similar names that are the same
I
thing.
hear it all the time.
Don't know why there's two names for it, but they both count.
I call it a compote. I think that was probably
I
a
hear that
typo.
I hear that all the time, though.
No, I've heard comport a lot. I think it must be like a regional thing. I'm not sure.
I think so, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
9 inches by about 6.5 in this beautiful color. You see how deep blue it is? They probably couldn't keep that color consistent. I don't know why they only produced it for a year.
They had a hard time with the orange trim too,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah,
So
there are
this-
certain trims that are hard colors to find. This is definitely one of them.
Yes.
Flame crest, thank you, Willie Joe. Yes, that was the same year.
Look at how deep blue this is. It's really hard to find. 1963, only 1 year. I'll let you guys go ahead and start it. We brought it to sell, and it is beautiful. 1963. It's older than you and me.
Yes. It's nice something is.
Yeah, it's always fun to celebrate when there's something
It's so funny
older.
when you said that, it kind of went right over my head at first because I'm like, oh no, I never hear that anymore.
All right, here we go. All right, 45, Debbie.
It's nice that it's a larger one too. If you actually want to use this on a table, it can actually hold a nice pile of, well, candy, of course, or whatever you like.
45 with Debbie. It is beautiful. There are collectors just for this crest. Debbie is in at 45. It is gorgeous. 48, Willie Joe. Willie Joe is at 48. I always called it a somewhere I heard that Fenton was the only company that called it a comport, and I never heard that before. All right, you're 29 for the 32nd time, yeah. All right, 48 is bid with Willie Joe. Who was bidding against Willie Joe? Let's see. I don't know. Debbie. Okay, Debbie, let us know. Deb Fines is at 50.
I like that.
I do too, and I think that should be next, actually. I think you should do that one right away.
I just never know what color it is. Like, there's different ones, and I think they call that blue. And it doesn't make sense to me.
It's
There's
turquoise.
some shades. Yes, yes.
All right, $50 is bid. Willie Joe, let us know if you're in or out. Just waiting for Willie Joe. Willie Joe is at 52.
And Les is at 60.
And Les is at 60.
I have a big basket that matches that. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful
that
basket.
I'm partial to this color too. Les is at 60. Hi Les, nice to see you tonight. I think you're new with me. Les is at 60. Willie Joe is at 62. Gosh, that shows up beautifully under the light. It's almost, this is such a vivid blue, it almost glows. It's just so pretty. Hi there, nice to meet you. 62, Willie Joe, Les. All right.
Yeah, 65 is one.
Yep, okay, got Les at 65.
Yeah, you can sell it.
Willie Joe is out. Okay. Les, did you get my information when it was on earlier? Rosie's Auction House at gmail.com. Just go ahead and send me an email at rosiesauctionhouse@gmail.com and I'll invoice you right from there. And welcome to our Rosie family. Awesome. Thank you. Okay.
Go ahead and do that one.
Are you sure you got
Yes.
that ginger jar?
Well, that's coming, I think. But let's do this next because I think someone's going to like this.
Okay.
And we were just talking about the color, so we can't leave them in suspense. This is what we were talking about.
This is a turquoise crest. I think they call it turquoise. It's turquoise and it's crested silver crest. I don't know what they call it. There's a specific name for it. It's a single horned epergne, and it's got the big base. It's really cool. It's an earlier one.
I think that's from the 50s.
I think so too.
I think it's late 50s. It's almost like that Jamestown blue, but I think it's not quite the same shade.
I gotta write down what Les won that for. Okay,
65.
Okay, let me just write that really quick.
That's turquoise. Yes, Willie Joe. That's why I wanted them to get it up for you because I knew that you liked the turquoise and I saw it sitting there. So that is very turquoise. How much would you like to start this out?
You guys can start it.
Okay.
Ooh,
Epergne.
That means it's all up to you, folks.
Yep.
Put in the bid you'd like to get it for, and then we'll.
Epergne. E-R-G-N-E.
That's right.
There we go. Okay, 50. Thanks, Kelly. And here we go.
we just started to.
My mouse is going crazy. It's running all over the page. This has a silver crest, but it's a pastel turquoise color. And it is about 10 inches tall, pre-logo piece. 75. The pastels from the 60s and 50s are so popular. The pinks, there's a turquoise and there's a pastel green. The pastel green and the turquoise are so close, you have to look them under a light or you can't tell the difference. This one is definitely turquoise. 80 with Willie Joe.
We have candy jars. A candy, yeah. I think we had every color, don't we?
Yes, but the green is so, they're so close. If you don't have them under a light, you wouldn't even know they were a different color. Willie Joe is at 80. Cheryl Kemp is at 85. 85 is bid with Cheryl Kemp. It's 10:30.
I know.
Is that my time? That's my time.
And yes.
Yeah. 9:30. It's really nice. It's whatever time wherever you're at.
It's 10:30.
Your mind and your body. It's 10:30.
Yeah, the funny thing is that she lives due north of here, and yet she's on Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every time I go to call you, I'm like, oh, wait, it's not what time I think it is.
When does it actually change? Does it change around
November.
Bloomington or
Oh,
Evansville?
yeah, I think it must be.
I think it's just Evansville and maybe the county north of it are
Okay.
on Easter. It's strange in Indiana. There's a few counties that are, and then the whole state doesn't observe the time change, and it's very confusing. Okay.
Okay, so Willie Joe's out. Well, thank you for what you did do. We still have to hear from Peggy.
Well worth it.
95 with Cheryl Kemp. Peggy, let us know if you're in or out. Does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? I like that song. All right.
Yeah, we could do
We could do a
round.
duet, yeah. All right. And it is out. And thank you for what you did do, bidders. We're going to sell it to Cheryl Kemp for 95. Good deal, Cheryl. Awesome.
Oh gosh, and I'm asleep on the wheel here. I got to get my next piece. Here we go.
All right. I am having trouble remembering who won what. Okay, 95. All right.
Okay, very good. Well, I've got a little more energy left in me, and I have a very nice bell, so we'll put this down. This is the log cabin pattern. This was one of the beginning of the more unusual, elaborate patterns when the decorators really started to be seen as artists and they were letting them do more work. Then they started to do this pattern, and the log cabin that you see there turned out to be very, very popular with a lot of people. This one is painted by R. Hendricks, as it says on the inside there. And yes, it does have its clacker, so it does what it's supposed to do. And I'm going to let this one start at, we're going to just start this at $20. And she'll put a light on it there so you can see that, yes, this one glows very nicely. So $20 is our opening bid on the log cabin bell. And it will definitely, in fact, I'll hold it up if you want to put that light underneath it, then I'll get the idea. Here we go.
Oops. Look at that.
There we go. Yes, it'll glow a nice happy green because it is the custard glass. So we'll set that down and let it spin. Kelly Kester at 20, Denise at 25. Thank you very much. Yeah, log cabin is a great pattern. I mean, they did it on so many different pieces that you can actually collect a very wide variety. And they did it on Burmese as well as the regular custard glass. So there's some variation in that. So 25 is our current high bid with Denise. And we're just going to let that wheel roll around a little bit.
It is a glow getter, yes.
It definitely does glow, yes. And
this looks like a little bit bigger than a 7-inch bell, but maybe, yep, about 7.5 inches.
yeah, I thought this was a little bit on the large size for the bells. I always liked the bells. They did such a big variety, and I had a collector really early on in my career who just, his wife loved the bells, and so he just, he would come in once a week and buy her a bell. And every time he could find anything like this that's really detailed, like Polly's project said, he'd get really excited, and I can see why. So $30, Deb's Find, is our current high bidder. So Denise, let us know if you're still in, or anybody else. Because we're at $30 and we're going to have Denise at 35, and then we're going to let this wind down here. So it's up to you folks. Kelly is out, and Deb, let us know if you're still in. If you are, we'll keep going. Polly's project's at $40. A new person heard from. Hello, Polly. So we are at 43 with Denise Carter. And yeah, I just got this piece in Ohio actually after the antique show I did up there. So this is a very fresh piece to my inventory. This is not something that I had in Ohio. I just keep looking for more good art glass because people are really loving it again, which is exciting for me. It's always been a real favorite of mine. Okay, right. Polly's project is out. So Denise, I think you're it.
Okay.
I think that is going to you, and I have a bunch of stuff for you, so please do send me that email at theantiquenomad@gmail, and that is great. Thank you very much.
All right.
Oh, that's a great cat.
I have some cool pieces. Glossy Rosaline. We have the Scaredy Cat, or we have the bell. Now this bell is a weird shape. This is different for Fenton. I brought it because I put these two together because they're the same glossy rosaline. The little kitty cat says hello on it, and it's the scaredy cat mold. It is a C. Mackey, and they're both just beautiful. I don't know who painted the bell. That's weird.
Oh, I think I see it. Let me look for you.
It says Fenton, USA.
Oh, it's Fenton, USA. You're right. Oh, interesting. The decorator probably didn't know where to make their mark, so they didn't tell us.
Yeah, because it's just a really weird shape.
It's such a neat drapery shape. Everything is round, so they probably couldn't find a surface.
Yeah, that's weird. But anyway, you're going to get your choice of either one of those, and you can start them out where you will. You'll get the cat or the bell. The bell's unusual. The cat is cool. Both glossy rosaline.
Yeah, so what did they do to make it glossy? Is it just did they polish it, or was it just
I think they must have. I really don't know.
Yeah, it's so bright because, you know, if they had done satin on it, then it'd be like the piece that I just sold where it has that rough surface. So,
Yep.
yeah, these are really neat.
Usually if they satinized the rosaline, they were trying to hide something on them.
Exactly, yeah. So we know that these were first quality when they made them.
And this bell doesn't turn in like that. For some reason, I don't know. This bell is weird to me. I hadn't seen it before.
I have to admit, I like it. It's different.
Yeah.
It's fun to find things that are different.
But the scaredy cat is just a really popular cat. And she has actually got a little message on there that says hello. She just makes you smile. She's cute.
And we've got Diane at 45 and a whole bunch of folks at 40. So Diane has got the pole position right now. Polly is at 48.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. Deb's Fine's got in at 48 first. Boy, these things keep coming up simultaneously. Okay, so Deb's Fine's at 48 is our current high bidder. Sometimes they flash simultaneously and we have to wait for it to actually sort so that we know what came in on what. That's because we're getting feeds from a bunch of different places. So
my battery has gone kaput. We're going to have to show it. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, there he is. There's the kitty cat. That'll work. Okay, 49 with Jody. I didn't see the low battery come on. So you're going to have to put up with me here. So you're going to get your choice of either one. We have 49. And Polly is out.
Just waiting for Deb's Fines to let us know.
All right. Last chance.
I know if Jody ends up with this, which one she's probably going to get, but maybe she'll surprise us. Oh, or maybe someone else will surprise us because Lori is in at $50.
There's the kitty cat with pink. And here is the bell.
And Deb says she's out. So now it is between Lori and Jody.
Okay.
And we are at $50.
The dogs are getting restless. So I think we're getting close to being done.
I think I'm about worn out. Actually.
Me too. All right.
And the phone camera's worn out, so that might be telling us.
Yes. So I think we're all in, all done, right? We're all done.
Yes.
All right. Lori, the cat or the bell? The cat or the bell or both? If my phone ran out, we think we're both pooped.
Both. She would like both, and that is actually a great choice because that bell is really something cool and different. So, very nice. Yeah, I think they were meant to stay together.
Really cool.
Wow, well, this was so much fun. I knew it would be. I've really been looking forward to this, but my goodness, you folks out there really, again, thank you so much for showing up, and thank you for understanding good glass and being interested in it. It's very exciting because it reinvigorates us and makes us want to go out and look for more.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I want to thank you for having us all night long. We've had a good crowd, and it's been just really fun. It's been fun to come down and visit George, so hopefully we'll get together another month or so and do it again. Maybe simulcasting then, but it'll be cool. Yeah, show the love with a thumbs up. Please subscribe to both channels, and we're so glad you came tonight. Go get your. No, we have. You know what? We pooped out. We pooped there. We do have a few pieces left, but we're totally pooped.
Just a few, but I'm coming your way, and anything I didn't sell here tonight will probably go to the Portland show, so you'll probably get to see it.
Okay. So good night, everybody. We'll get the invoices out. George is going to get his out probably before he leaves on his trip. I'll probably get mine out in the next day or two. Have a wonderful evening. I don't know about the 10 at 10 tomorrow. We'll keep you posted. I'll see you later.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Bye, everybody.